Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey, happy Thursday. Hey everybody. Let me see. Let's do a little mic check first. Can y'all please let me know if you can hear me? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me through my mic because sometimes my mic be acting a fool. Okay, so we're going to do a little mic check real quick. For those of you that are watching the replay, we are going to be discussing, not really reviewing. Okay, I'm going to kind of give a little bit of a review, but child, listen, this season ends in December of 2024. Okay, so there's nothing much I can do, y'all. I stuck through from the top to the bottom. Okay, I did all I could do. I gave it my all each and every week. I watched. Every hour and 30 minutes and every after party that I could watch. But this season wants to end in the summertime. So therefore, and thus and such, we are going to discuss this season's Decision Day Part 1. Okay, now it was no reason for us to have two parts to this Decision Day. But for whatever reason, they want to drag this on. I mean, if this is the case, y'all should have just gave us 2 hours. And we could have talked to Rudy later. It wasn't no reason for us to give Rudy the last 30 minutes if we were going to have to sit there with these people for 79 weeks. Okay. And they talking about 8 weeks. It has been 8. Well, I'm like, it ain't been no damn 8 weeks. It's been 99 weeks. It's been 99 weeks. And y'all ain't fooling me. Y'all, let me speak to everybody, honey. You know how I like to do. Listen, if you're a part of the replay gang, I will have chapters down below. You can go ahead and skip this part. Because the people say they hate when I speak. But listen, I ain't going to be rude. Y'all done came to my house. So it's time for me to speak. Hey, Miss Esther. Hey, YNV She. Hey, Kayla. Hey, Jake Marie. Hey, like, whoa. My love is like, whoa. I used to love that song by Maya. Shout out to Maya. Hey, Tasty220. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Danny De Niro. Hey, Lynn Eatman. Hey, Manessa. Hey, Mary. Hey, Latoya. Hey, Kadeen. Hey, Nikki B. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Ep.28. Hey, Loving My Peace. Hold on, let me go on down. Hey, Miss AKA Ren. Hey, The Writings on My Heart. I love that name. Hey, Ashp. Hey, Lizzie. Hey, Jumpsuits and Jeans. Honey, I know that's right, honey. Give it to them in a jumpsuit. Hold on, let me go down. Hey, Lisa Lou. Hey, Stacy. Hey, LM Smith. Hey, Tawana. C. Flint. Hey, Indigo Blue. Hey, Miss Money. Hey, Blue Panda 79. Hey, Josie. Hey, Alexis. Hey, Alicia. Mona, Makeup Addict. Hey, Sister Girl Speaks. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Shamiko. Hey, Britannia. Y'all, hold on one second. Okay, and I'm back. Hey, Gila. Hey, Shakira. Hey, Dewana. Sweet Jim, too. Hold on, let me go down. Hey, Derek. Hey, Justika. Hey, Wadi. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Hey, Marisol. Hey, Blake's mom. Not the Blake from Ready to Love. Are you the Blake from Ready to Love, mama? I don't think you're talking about that Blake child. Hey, A. Scott. Hey, Asifa. Hey, Alexandria. Hey, Mina. Hey, Tink Tink. Hey, Fam You Chic. Hey, Lady J. Hey, Nikki C. Hey, Day S. Hey, Nakia. All right, y'all. Hey, Michelle Bird. Hey, Chelsea. Reese, Sephora, Rhonda, Carrie. Hey, Tarsha Love. Look, Marisol said, I thank you so much for your dedication. You are welcome, Marisol. I tried, honey. Oh, child. When I looked at that schedule, y'all, and realized that I have been saying, hey, girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Misha. We are back with a brand new review for Married at First Sight, Season 16, Episode. Since December, I was like, oh, now, baby. Oh, now. Hell no, boy. Y'all done up and done it. Honey, I can't do no more. Okay? Shout out to the country boys. I cannot. Okay? I repeat, I cannot talk any more about this cast. I cannot. I can't do it. I don't have another commentary. I don't have another joke. I don't have nothing. Okay. But look, next episode did look kind of promising. I was like, okay, I mean, I don't know. It's like I really want to just let them go, but I can't let them go because Married at First Sight is the show that made my channel. And I feel forever indebted to it. If Chris wouldn't have acted a fool on season 12, none of y'all would be here. Okay, y'all would still be searching for me in the daytime with a flashlight. So, child, I just got to stick to it. Okay, so let's get into the foolishness. Here we go. All right. So if I did not speak to you, it's not because I don't want to speak to you. I just don't want to keep y'all too long. And also, it's a lot of names. There are 395 of y'all on this live. If you're just peeking from the bushes, thank you for joining. If you're in the chat, get into it as you get into it. Honey, we're just going to talk about this thing. Okay, let's just talk about it. All right, here we go. So the decision day is airing, and we see the couples. The couples are like talking to each other. Are you going to miss me? Okay. Are you gonna miss me? Because I'm really just so sad that this is our last night together. None of y'all like each other. Okay, let's just keep it real. With the exception of Chris and Nicole, honey, and sometimes I don't really think he too fond of Nicole, child, but he dealt with her. With the exception of them, y'all don't like each other for real. So please stop playing because I don't have time for it, okay? I really don't. I really don't have no time for it. Y'all acting a fool. And Airris and Shaq were dressed like the fools that y'all were acting. Here we go. So first up is Airris and Jasmine. And in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, okay, they must gonna say yes, because why would they put us through Airris and Jasmine first? It ain't making no sense. So I said, okay, they gonna say yes. No. Let's toast to my divorce. Honey, Jasmine said absolutely damn not. She decides to divorce him. She was like, yeah, I know what I prayed for. I know what I've been thinking of. I know what I've been wanting ever since I was a little girl, and it ain't you. So for me, it's a no, big dog. I think absolutely not. I don't want to stay married to you. I would like to get a divorce. Now, I have to say this. I was so happy, y'all, when Jasmine went first, because I just knew they were going to page her. I said, if they sit here and pull a page on Jasmine, I am running through this TV and I'm going to speak directly to Pastor Calvin and Dr. Peppers. Y'all better not let this man go first, because even though she went first, he still found a way to bring her down. So now it's his turn to speak. He going to say, I mean, every day I hit the streets. Now, he didn't say that, but I added it. He didn't say every day he hit the streets, but he should have said every damn day I hit the streets. Every day I'm hustling. Okay, Ricky Rose. So, anywho, he said every day he liked to hit the streets. He was like, I hug myself. That's what you don't understand. And I just feel like, for me and you, I would like a divorce as well. Boy, shut up. So then Pastor Cal looked at him and he goes, well, are there any deal breakers that you guys have noticed, since going through this process? Because, baby, they can't believe it, but they should. Okay, because y'all was nowhere to be found. So they're just looking, and Pastor Cal asked if there were any deal breakers and whatnot. So he gonna say, I like to hug myself. Okay, when I wake up in the morning and brush my teeth. Well, that's the first problem. You're brushing your teeth. You need to brush your teeth. TH, not your TEEF. Talking about some teeth. So when I get up, I brush my teeth. I look in that mirror. I say, have a great day. You don't be hearing because you be sleep. You know what? Probably because she didn't get no sleep the night before. Okay, because if I would have had to sleep next to you, honey, I would be sitting up with one eye open. Okay, because you can't be trusted. So therefore, and thus and such, she can't wake up with the self-love of it all, because she got to be worried about, she got to keep her head on the swivel because she dealing with you. Okay, let's just keep it real. So he's like, yeah, I just feel like self-love goes a long way. I give myself hugs at least 5 times a day. Okay. I really don't. Jasmine says she's at peace and she's giving 1,000,000%. Okay. So her answer is no, baby. So you sitting here talking about all the self-love that you giving, it don't make no sense. He feels like he will be more smitten. He should be more smitten with his wife. But the fact that he's not, and she doesn't exude the self-love, it's not for him. He's not feeling it. Looking like a little doofus. Look at you little dimwit. Moving forward. So then she was like, wait a minute, you trying to say I don't love myself? Say what now? Baby Jasmine was like, what? Wait a minute, I'm trying to get the narrative of you saying that I don't love myself. Please run it down for me one time for the one time. What exactly does that mean? Well, I'm just saying, despite what I do, I feel like you should love yourself. She was like, no, I very damn do love myself. What are you saying? So he's sitting there looking crazy, and she's trying to justify exactly what she's saying. She's like, how can you say I don't love myself? Because I do love myself. He's like, well, the temperature of us made you a little bit different. I just wanted you to stand, up for yourself and this and that. Well, baby, what he say that for? Pastor Cal said, well, how does that make you feel? Ooh, Baby, when he said, well, how does that make you feel? Jasmine said, well, he has communication issues. Baby, that pageant girl was out the window. Fallon, the little cousin of his that he finna run on back home to with no bra on, probably waiting to welcome him home with no bra. Fallon, here is the unedited version of Jasmine's answer. She said, well, he has communication issues and he used to ghosting girls and showing up whenever he feel like it. And if he don't feel like it, then he gone. And also, another thing that I wanted to mention is he said something about my looks, even though I know I'm a bad, okay? I know I'm looking like something. He wants to mention my looks, but if it wasn't that, then it would be something else. Quite frankly, I don't even think he's ready for marriage. But the way she cocked that head to the side, y'all look... Baby, the way she cocked that head to the side and looked at Pastor Cal after she made her statement, I said, you better, girl. When I tell y'all I was in here hollering, now granted, the Decision Day episode didn't give a damn thing. It didn't give much. But baby, when Jasmine cocked her head to the side real gangster-like and she looked at him, Dr. Pepper said, well, I'm sorry. Yeah, uh-huh. Baby, Dr. Pepper couldn't do nothing but say, well, damn. That's what she really wants to say. But she didn't say, well, damn. She said, well, I'm sorry. Because we take it seriously, Jasmine. I'm sorry. Uh-huh. That's what you get. She let y'all know this man has commitment issues. He ain't committing to nothing but them self-hugs and that cousin. So while y'all doing these experiments, you need to make sure that you're putting these people with people they actually want to be with. Like playing with people in their face. Child, Jasmine was like, honey. Don't play. Don't play. So then they get to the interviews, the exit interviews after all is said and done. Okay. After all is said and done. And Airris is going to be Airris no matter what. Now, the whole time he was talking about the self-love and whatnot, Jasmine is like, don't compare yourself to me ever. Talking about you got self-love and I don't. Don't do it. Okay. Don't do it. In the words of Naomi, honey, don't do that. So while he doing all that, they go to the exit interview. So he gonna say, I really thought that marriage was gonna be, something different. I didn't think I was gonna get the marriage that I got. I just, I felt like married sex was gonna be better. I thought she was gonna be telling me to put her head here and put her leg there. I mean, it just wasn't giving marriage. He is gonna be his disgusting self until the bitter end. That's all you got married for, was to test out the married sex. And I can almost guarantee y'all, if Jasmine looked like Kirsten, he would have had the married sex and then he still would have said no on Decision Day. So for that, you get the jerk of the week, honey. You are the jerk of the week. Well, what the hell wrong with you? It ain't no donkey of the day over here, okay? Because we ain't got the graphics and whatnot, y'all. But you are the jerk of the week. Just a bona fide fool. You made sure to try to break her down to the bitter end because you didn't think that she was going to say no. Because, you're a 12 and she's a 4. Well, I know she's going to say yes because she just loves me. So I'm just going to wait and I'm going to have to let her down easy. Jasmine said, not today, Satan. Not today, neck. Not today, ankle. Baby, Jasmine said, go find somebody else to play with, honey. Get somebody else to do it. She ain't got time to be playing with you. So today, she chooses joy, honey. And when I tell y'all I hollered, I said, baby, this is everything to me. This is everything to me. He is in the Hall of Fame up there with Elijah Wan, Isaac, and his neck tattoo, and Chris from season 12. Charlotte's a whole fool. Moving forward. So then we move on to Chris and Nicole. I just want to say that Nicole looked beautiful. Nicole, honey, this dress is for your body type. You looked awesome. When I saw Nicole walking towards the experts, or child, the people that they cast to get these people together, because honey, I don't know about no experts. When I saw the two of them coming together, I said, look at Nicole. Nicole, girl, you better give it to him. Chris had his suit on or whatever he was doing, child. But Nicole looked so nice. I said, girl, you look so pretty. So anywho, child, they sit down. Y'all know how they do. They sit down. He's talking about how, she keeps repeating the same thing like Groundhog's Day. He has to yell out pineapples. He doesn't know if he's going to be able to do it. He's tired of hearing about her saying, please don't appease me. She's like, I'm creating problems that aren't there. They said, yes, let's move on. It's a match, okay? It is a match. Chris and Nicole, Snooki and Vinny, I wish you a whole bunch of little babies. And Nicole, please don't lose your damn mind when one of the kids fall down. It's going to be fine, okay? It's going to be fine. moving forward. So on to Gina and Clint. Now look how good they look. Gina, you looked good. Okay? Clint, you looked good. Clint was looking like something in that suit. Am I alone? Because when I looked at Clint, I said, baby, look at Clint. Look at Clint. Okay, Clint. I didn't know you could hang a suit like that. Baby. Yes, Phil, we need to figure out where y'all gonna live. Honey, they probably living together. You know Nicole done ran him crazy. So we move on to Gina and Clint. They both look nice. So they sit down and whatnot. This is giving days of our lives, honey. They sit down, but it's three people in this relationship: Gina, Salon, and Clint. So I put the little salon utensils down here so we cannot get everybody together, honey. Everybody got to make a decision. The salon gonna stay? Is Clint gonna stay? Is Gina gonna stay? Just put all the people together. So they get together. Pastor Cal asks, what are things that they enjoyed about each other? So Clint was like, well, it's been 95% good, Clint. Listen to me. I'm speaking directly to you, honey. Clint Webb, sir. It has not been 95% good. It has not. The woman called you bizarre. She said, you're creepy and you're kooky, mysterious and spooky. You're all together ooky. Honey, you were giving cousin it. She cut your damn hair and everything. It has not been 95% good. Y'all feel like you think you're sitting in front of the principals in the principal office, so you're just saying whatever you think makes sense. It's making out a damn piece of sense, honey. It was not 95% good, but you're nice until the end of it, so I'm just going to give it to you, but y'all know it wasn't. Okay, Clintert? I know that ain't your name, but I like the way it sounds. Clintert, quit playing with me. I'm not about to play with you. So they just sitting there. As I stated, they look good. So then she starts saying she liked going to the rodeo. She liked doing things with Clint. But in true Gina fashion, see, this is why I didn't like this season. Because the thing is, these people were on autopilot. It's like they were on automatic replay. They repeated the same things for 20 weeks. How do you repeat the same sentence for 20 weeks? How? Gina goes, yeah, I loved having Clint. He's such a good listener. I have to say that when things were going wrong at the salon, he listened to me about the salon. When things were up and down with my business, because I have a business. And when things were going bad with my business, he listened to me about my business. Oh my God. Okay, Gina. Okay, girl. We heard you. He listened to you about the damn business. Like, I'm so tired of hearing about you in this business. I don't know what to do, Charlie. I'm about to lose my mind, honey. So Dr. Pepper is confused. And don't be confused. You should have been present. So Dr. Peppers is confused because why can't you guys have a romantic connection? Like, what's wrong with y'all? Clint was like, we just couldn't get there. I mean, she's a beautiful woman, but this is the reason that he said. He said they couldn't make it there because she wouldn't do things that he liked to do. He had not been active the entire time. That's because you're too busy at home cooking po' boys that she don't care nothing about and she doesn't appreciate, and making sure that she has food for her and a little stylist after they get from that shampoo bowl. You couldn't do anything for yourself. But Gina said that, you don't do anything for her. You're not giving husband. You're not giving it to her. It's just not what she thought it was going to be. So as they're asking, it's time for them to make their decisions. So Clint was like, I would do this all over again, this whole thing with you as my wife. Baby, when he said with you as my wife, I stood up in him. I said, Clint, if you say yes, you're going to owe me a 72-inch TV because I'm going to throw this TV out of the window. Clint, if you say yes, I am going to make a special video just for you. I was so pissed. I was like, Clint, please don't play. Come on, Clint, don't do it. He was like, well, ultimately, I don't feel like I was the husband that would be beneficial for either you or me. So it's best that we get a divorce. Woo! Oh my goodness, y'all. When I tell y'all I almost had a heart attack, I said, Clint, I thought you were about to say yes to this woman just so she could turn you down and say how you look creepy in your suit and she wished your hair was another way. I was like, Clint, please do not tell this lady yes. Please don't do it, honey. I bet Gina's stomach was sinking to her feet when she thought Clint was about to say yes. She was probably like, oh, no, please don't say it. Please don't say yes, honey. Please don't. So she ended up saying no. And, it's amicable and whatnot. She's like, Clint is great, blah, blah, blah. Honey, y'all gonna see each other at the mailbox and whatnot. So Pastor Cal And Dr. Pepper asked who was going to get the dog. And she's like, well, he did offer me a handsome, payment. He offered me $10,000. He's like, well, I got to do whatever I can to try to get the dog. Well, I feel like y'all should go to court because you should have custody of Hank, even though she came with him. I'm mad. I'm mad. And I don't feel like Gina should leave with the dog, honey. You and Hank been rolling around. That's the only connection you made. Better yet, Lifetime needs to pay for Hank since they put you in this situation. That's how I feel about it. So, anywho, she agreed that the two of them should not be married. She said that she wished. Now, this is what tripped me out. He started saying how he wasn't active and this and that because Gina didn't want to do things he liked to do. She's like, no, I mean, if you would have said, let's go outside or whatever, I'm down for that. I wouldn't be opposed to it. So then she agreed that they should get a divorce, right? So then she goes, but yeah, I just wish he would have, taken the initiative to pursue me because, we made vows already. I mean, we're already together. Why would he take initiative to pursue you because y'all made vows? Y'all made vows and y'all supposed to stay in that shared apartment. And the only reason why you stayed was because Pastor Cal said, you're going to stay. You need to stay. That's the only reason. So what are you talking about, Gina? Like, what are you talking about? So that was just like a trip to me. The fact that she is sitting here talking about, well, I just feel like, for the sake of everything, he could have tried. That doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you talking about? There's no reason for him to initiate anything if he knows that you don't like him. Girl, what are you talking about? You made it very clear at the honeymoon. I don't like your gingery features. You're bizarre. You like to get drunk. Mind you, he was at a retreat where he was not going to be driving, having the time of his life, celebrating his birthday. Nobody else had a problem but you. You named 1,000 great qualities and said, I mean, but that's not something someone would be attracted to, right? Well, that's not a husband, is it? Yes, Goof Troop, it is. It's a husband. And now you can go on back to that salon, child. Anybody got time to play with you? Moving forward. So on to Shaquille and Kirsten. Kirsten and I consummated our marriage. Y'all know I couldn't let it go. So Kirsten's sitting there empty as a box of rocks, child. But she's so pretty. So she's sitting there. She looked at him. Shaq, I think that, the things that we've been through, our communication, sometimes I wasn't there. But yes, I will stay married to you. Shaquille, are you going to stay married to Jasmine? Well, the thing is because I need support and I don't know. To be continued. To be continued. Now, girl, I can't even get your name out, honey. I don't know if you're Jasmine, if you're Kirsten. Who are you? Kirsten. You looked very pretty in your dress. Shaq, what the hell you got on? Shaq, what the hell you got on? What are you wearing? You look a fool. For somebody that has been dressed to the nines on every single after party. You even got Airris up on his after party game. And then you gonna come in here looking like that? I said, Shaquille, from you and that, because he got his eyebrow up. You know how The Rock used to do his eyebrow? Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? He was giving very much The Rock with that eyebrow when he was looking at Kirsten. And you come in here with this clown suit on? Homie, don't play that. You look a fool, Shaq. And I thought you were going to do so much better, honey. It gave, I'm about to say no. But Kirsten, I just want to say this to you. This is the reason why he will probably say no. And I want y'all to just listen to this. I want y'all to just listen to this. This is probably the reason why he gonna say no. If he says no next week, it was all because of this scene right here. It was all because of this. Okay. And we're finna get into why. Okay. Why on earth he will probably say no. Okay. Now I'm just finna show y'all why I think he gonna say no. Because don't nobody got time to be playing with Kirsten. Okay, here we go. Hold on, let me make sure that I got this thing going. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Because I want to make sure y'all. You in your element. And can y'all hear it? And I'll cue you to be happy, to be right, trusting in the process, and everything will be all right. Yeah. I'm not finna play. That is the reason why this man gonna say no. I'm not playing with you, Kirsten. That is the reason. And for that alone, that is the reason why he's gonna say no. Trusting in the process and everything will be all right. Yeah. I can't stand these people. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, honey. Kirsten, that confidence, girl. If Shaquille says no to you, girl, you take your show on the road, honey. I will come out there with you. I will be one of your background dancers, whatever you need. Whatever you need, I got you, Kirsten, because they don't appreciate you, Kirsten. They don't. Okay, they don't. And you trusted in the process, and everything will be all right and seen. And that is the end of Decision Day Part 1. Oh, honey, trusting in the process, and everything will be all right. Yeah. And then that lady gonna lie. She's talking about, oh, we got a little singer on our hands. Ma'am, please stop. Okay, please. We know everybody around here paid to lie. We know everybody around here paid to lie. But please stop that. And then Shaquille, she should have said no to you for you sitting there talking about, get up and sing a little verse. You in your element. Get up and sing or something. You're trying to embarrass her, okay? That's not the kind of partner I want. And you know I sound like cats scratching and clawing at the windows and people howling at the moon. And you gonna get me up there to sing my me, you, us, and you know I can't really sing, so you get a no as well. Oh my God, y'all! Oh, honey, this season. Look at her. She looks so pretty. You better sing, Jasmine. I'm sorry, Kirsten. Now listen, if he says no, y'all think he gonna go over there and ask Jasmine for a date? Oh my goodness. Oh, child, let me get to these comments. Child, and that was the end of the episode. Oh my goodness. Why on earth did y'all ask me to do this live? Y'all didn't ask me. I volunteered, didn't I? I lied, ain't it? Oh my God. Oh, honey. But this is the reason why she gonna get a no. Because this is just ridiculous, okay? And he should have got a no just for telling her to get up there, knowing people gonna be talking that talk. Thank you, Phil, for the super chat. That suit was booty ugly. Wasn't it ugly? Oh, honey, and I didn't expect Shaq to get it wrong. In the ATL, she would have said, Clint, you're too aggressive. Not now, Clint. I got a headache, Clint. Exactly. She would have had an argument or an excuse for every single thing. Like, girl, gone. Talking about you wanted him to pursue you. Get out of here. Where did Shay get that suit from? I don't know. Clowns are us, honey. The court jester store. Honey, Batman's escape, honey. I don't know where you got them clothes from. Him and Airris was shopping at the same place, wearing them cross colors. I said, why you got these color blocking cross color clothes on, honey? As Airris brushes his teeth. Airris should have hugged himself 5 or 6 times before he came out the door looking like a fool. Oh, y'all know about to play. Baby, Airris says, I hug myself at least 5 times a day. And I be speaking to myself in the mirror while you be asleep. I'm about to go out in these streets. I'm about to be in these streets as soon as decision day comes. It's a hell no, because she's a 2 and I'm a 12. Okay, I'm looking good. I'm smelling good. I'm ready to go find me the right person. Boy, shut up. Sheila said, yes, you volunteered and we appreciate you. I sure did. I sat up there and lied just that quick, didn't I? But see, I can admit when I'm lying, honey. Unlike these people on this season, honey. Oh, child. Well, I hope y'all enjoy my short little 30-minute review, because this gave absolutely nothing, honey. It just wasn't even worth me reviewing. I was like, let me just get this together, go live, and let's talk about it. Nikki says Shaq's granny has been sewing that suit for decades. Nikki, please. I do not want to scream in this mic. What is wrong with y'all? Now she was sewing it. And you know he make bow ties. They probably was sitting right next to each other. She was sewing the suit and he was sewing the bow tie. Mm-mm-mm. As Elliot said, Airris is a 5 at best. Child, a 2 on a good day. And I was looking at that hairline and it wasn't hairline. And I said, child, what? Who edged you up? I could tell you don't respect yourself. Boy, goodbye. Tink Tink said, I mean, self-love is a must, but assuming Jasmine doesn't love herself was asinine. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like he finds any way to bring her down. At first, you were sitting amongst the group saying how you like the fact that Jasmine is resilient, basically, and will take your crap. And although she could have cussed you out, she didn't. You were saying what you thought was nice. But as soon as you heard her say no, now all of a sudden she doesn't love herself. Where did you get that impression? That's rude. That is so rude. Angela, thank you for the super chat. Do you think Clint will get Hank in the divorce? Absolutely not. I was just thinking that Gina can just go over there and knock on the door when she wants somebody to walk Hank and she don't feel like doing it. Hey, Clintert, are you busy? Okay, after doing absolutely nothing. Okay, can you walk Hank? I got a date. Ain't got no about your business. Just have joint custody or visitation or something, honey. Every Thursday, he get the dog, and then you get to do whatever it is you're gonna do. Because I know she paying a pretty penny for somebody to watch Hank while she does her hairstylist thing. Ash P, thank you for the super chat. I'm over Married at First Sight. Can we please do a live for Summer House, Martha's Vineyard? We need to talk about Phil Nasty Drunk Tail. Disgusting. Okay. Not only is he gross, the cameramen are gross. Now I have watched the Winter House. I've watched Summer House. Yeah, I know they be getting into it as they get into it. And sometimes they show a little something. But the noises and seeing Silas's bare bottom every time I turn around, I don't want to look at it. And quite frankly, I think he got married just so he could have sex every 5 minutes. Because every time I turn around, can I get a quickie? Can we hunch? Boy, go sit down somewhere. That's why you wanted to stay at home so you can have all the energy to hunch all night long. Boy, goodbye. I don't have time to play with you. It's giving gross. JD said Airris was a whole horses behind, wasn't he? To the bitter end. To the bitter end. At the end of it all, instead of him saying, it was a cool experience. I met a nice lady. I wish Jasmine the best. I hope that she finds her one. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for her. I feel like I started too late in the game to actually develop feelings or even try. This man says, well, yeah, I mean, I thought married sex was going to be, I thought I was going to get to experience that. Like saying, put your leg up here and touch me there. I thought I was, but I didn't. Okay. Okay. Okay, if that's what you want, then go. KDH said, I think Airris was searching for a reason. Jasmine will want to stay with him. He couldn't admit to himself he is the problem, so he had to give us a speech about why he thinks she is the problem. That's true. Speaking of speech, all wrong. Boy, get the hell on. Hey, the World starring Julia Rose. That sounds like either a beautiful reality show or a beautiful title to a book. It just sounds like something I want to watch, and live my best Sex in the City type life. Like, ooh, The World starring Julia Rose. Yes, let's get into it. The fact that Airris doesn't fully open his mouth when he speaks would have been a no on day 3. He's almost 40, thinking like that makes him super lame. Oh, and you know what else? I'm glad you said that. Because the whole time I was watching, because I usually just speak to the TV out loud. The whole time I was watching, I was thinking to myself, how you gonna say she ain't got no self-love and you can't even look people in the eye? People with confidence and self-love, they're able to make eye contact because they're confident in themselves. So the fact that you're saying, oh, I don't think I just feel like we can agree to disagree. I don't feel like you got self-love, but you can't even look the woman in her eyes. Okay, boy, shut up. Anywho, you just say any old thing, honey. Any old thing. Hey, S. Bello, thank you for the super chat. I hate how he always says things like she showed growth. She got better. She worked on. Girl, oh my gosh, me too. Acts like she was the problem with problems and he was perfect. Bleh. Gina did the same with Clint. You are so right. It was always, well, you've shown some growth. You've done better. Well, you did change and start showing me and telling me how you feel. What have you done? What have you done? I'm just so proud. And did y'all see the preview where she was telling her mom, because her mom was like, so everything we saw, that was like a facade? She was like, yeah. He was putting on for the cameras. Okay. He was putting on for y'all That's not how he is. I loved the fact that she was calling him out. I mean, it's too little too late because the mama wanted them to have sex and whatnot. But I'm happy she did it. Jerica, thank you for the super chat. Little does Airhead know, if Jasmine didn't have self-love, she would have said yes to him. Please, you know what? I'm going to keep this up for a minute. Because, I mean, duh. He's so silly. What he was saying made absolutely no sense. And I think that's why Pastor Cal said, well, how does that make you feel? Because he knew she was just going to sit there and nod and smile, but baby, she let it all out. He likes to ghost women. He's a commitment phobe. And if it wasn't that, it would have been something else. And what else is going on? And he was just sitting there looking, you know, from the side, because you know he ain't going to turn to her. He was just looking like, oh, what do you mean? And go away. Dina the Explorer said, somebody done told Airris wrong. Somebody done told you wrong. Shout out to Martin. Honey, somebody done told you wrong, honey. Diana said, Gina and Airris deserve each other. Girl, you know they say her and Matt gonna be going on dates on this next episode that's coming on. I was like, ugh. Anyway. Oh, but wait a minute. Speaking of dates. Now, I don't know if this is true. And I thought my ears were deceiving me, but I rewatched the episode right before we did this live. Did y'all hear Dominique say that she was on a FaceTime date or something like that with Gil? I'm like, what? Gil, I know you're not dating Dom. I know you're not dating Dom. I said, what? Okay, something ain't right. Kia said, I'm glad Jasmine turned up at the end, but she should have been did that. Exactly. Yeah. I thought she was going to be all talk. I'm proud of her because I didn't think she was going to go through with it. I was like, watch Jasmine get on here and make an excuse for Airris and an excuse for why she's saying yes. And baby, she shocked me. I said, baby, she shut me up because I didn't have any confidence that she was going to say no. I really didn't. Sheila, I'm glad me and you on the same page, honey, because you know the people thought Gil was the bee's knees. I was like, okay. Sheila said Gil is not a good choice. I don't think Dom a good choice either, honey. I just like the fact that she left McKinley in the dust after he sat in Clint's face trying to get intel so that he could go back and try to date Gina. And I think they had already been talking, allegedly. Okay? Because it just didn't make any sense to me. Psychological perspective. Thank you for the super chat. Jasmine is smart. She plays chess while others play checkers. She is the one who watches and then leaps. You think so? I'm glad she does, honey, because she did not take his stuff. She said, no, we're done. We're done. And that's it. Desi said, are we sure that Dom and Clint kissing in the previews? Are we sure that that was Dom and Clint kissing in the previews? I couldn't tell. Oh, no, it was those two. Well, that's what I saw when I initially saw it. But you know, they play so many tricks with editing. I don't know. Sarah said, I was actually pleasantly surprised that Jasmine said no. Me too. I couldn't believe she said no. I said, oh, okay. She for real. CB Mook said Gina and Mac have definitely been talking. Girl, yes, because you could just tell the way she was just like, no, I mean, and he's just this and he's just that. I mean, it didn't matter what he did. She had a problem with it. And then all of a sudden, McKinley starts showing up again, sniffing around, talking about, I was saying something about the celebrity friend. Don't nobody know Gina. I can't wait till they open up them Instagrams. I'm probably going to be blocked, but that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. It don't matter. I'll look from my other page, honey. I want to see what's going on. Thank you, Derek, for the super chat. Every season, you should do doggy custody court and judge, Misha, because it's always something with these damn dogs every season. You ain't lying. It sure is. Y'all remember that season when Haley and Jacob's dog started fighting immediately upon entering the apartment? I was like, oh, that just like they own us, honey. Fighting already. Hold on, let me go down here. Thank you, Janet, for the super chat. Jasmine said, I'm not picking you. She sure did. Jasmine said, you're done, honey. No, thank you, honey. Thanks for coming. Miss Hazel Eyes said, Miss 86 Hazel Eyes said, I thought Jasmine would say, yes, she fooled us. Baby, she sure fooled me. When she said no, I said, what? I stood up and screamed so loud because I was so proud of her. Because she could have easily said yes. Shakira said, Jasmine went on a date with the man from the club, allegedly. Absolutely not. Girl, no, she didn't go on a date with Mr. 740. If she went on a date with that man, Okay, so I'm gonna have to watch it, but I'm still not reviewing it. We'll just talk about it live, because no. Absolutely not. Lisa said, I think Clint and Dom's kiss was part of a game they were all playing. I can see that because everybody, I think, you know what? People were like, I think Shaquille is going to say yes. I personally think Shaquille is going to say no. And let me tell y'all why. Because when they did the previews of the episodes, when she approached him, if y'all go back and watch, he gave her like a little side hug, like, hey, how you been? He gave her one of those hugs. I was like, yeah, I think he says no. And it's this picture right here that's showing it's real. Let me take poor Kirsten down. Kirsten, you can stop singing, honey. You can come out the booth. Come on from behind the booth. Okay, we're gonna give you a break. Oh, child. This is crazy. It was a side hug, and I said, I don't think they're gonna be together, child. I just don't. He wants her to travel. She didn't want to do that traveling. That mama don't like her. It's not gonna work. The family, I mean, he was happy that he met the dad, but I just don't think it's gonna be what we think it's gonna be. Desi said, and they weren't sitting next to each other at the dinner. I think he said no. I noticed that too. Look, Larissa said, take Airris down too. Well, this is a picture with everybody, so I can't take Airris down from right here. This is a picture with all of them. If I do, it's just gonna be a black screen, and I hate when I do lives and it's just a black screen with that little circle. Just Tika says she definitely been talking to Mac because right after that little conversation, she bust out to Dr. Pepper's that Clint was weird. Absolutely. Weird and cringy and everything else. Girl, anyway. Anywho. Hey, TV Views. Shaquille wants a woman that needs him and makes him feel like a man. Well, he might go over there and get Jasmine. I think Jasmine and Shaq would be good, but that's messy. Y'all know what happened with Bow and Zach. The people were not happy about that. Oh, yeah. Jerk of the season, Kendall. If they would have had a little sign for that, I would have said the exact same thing. You are so right. Hold on, let me go up. Kirsten should be a... Data. Okay. I'm happy it's not just me. She'll never move her damn mouth. Open your mouth up. I'm like, girl, are you talking? She'd be like, yeah, and you, because this is the part this is when I knew that I wasn't losing my mind. It was on this episode, actually. So her and Shaquille were in the bed, and he was about to fall off the bed or whatever, and they were talking about what the decisions were going to be and this and that. Kirsten was like, you gonna fall off the bed? Don't fall off the bed now. What you doing? Fall off the bed? I said, what? And her lips were not moving, but she was saying words. And I was like, that damn Kirsten. That dang on Kirsten, honey. Oh, baby. Dress your age. Y'all gotta go. Y'all have got to be stopped. Not dress your age. Girl. Okay, anyway. Shaq. That name has tickled me. Okay, let me get myself together. Y'all know I'm goofy. Shaquille just wants someone that looks good on his arm, but he ain't interested in women. Child, Shaquille wants somebody to put that bow tie on him, child. I ain't got time. Angelia, thank you for the super chat. My stomach hurts so bad from laughing so hard. I can't breathe when you played that Kirsten singing. So wrong on so many levels. So nasty and so rude. It wasn't me. Nobody told Kirsten to do that except Shaquille and that lady in that booth. Now, like, why would they tell her that? It's giving insanity. It's giving they don't care about her. That's what it's giving. Psychological perspective. Thank you for the second super chat. I think when Kirsten pushed Shaq about that house, he was out. I don't think he feels like he can live up to her expectations. His energy changed. Oh, yeah, he definitely had a shift. But you know what? It's crazy because y'all consummated the marriage after that. So why would you even do that? Like, why would you do that if you don't think you're going to say yes? He might shock us and say no. I mean, he might shock us and say yes, but I really do think that he's going to say no. I just really feel like he's not going to proceed with it. And Kirsten said if he says no, she's going to get up and walk out. So maybe that's why they were left on a cliffhanger. Maybe it's going to be something big. Like he's going to say no, and then she's going to be embarrassed and get up and walk out. Maybe that's how it's going to go. Ronnie said, now that I think about it, Jasmine and Clint would have been a decent match too. Clint is a people person. She's about the kids. They both are dog lovers, and lots of Black women don't mind gingery features. Okay. And baby, if you're going to come home and cook and clean for me and give me the soft life, I'm all for it. I'm so tired of cooking and trying to figure out what to cook and how to cook, and I'm tired. So if Clint, if you're going to come through and take care of home, I'm perfectly okay with that. Clinton and Jasmine might be all right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. YMV, she said maybe Shaq thought Kirsten was going to deliver him. I don't know what he thought. He thought wrong. Graham said no real man would be caught dead in that suit. Goodbye. Not Shaquilla. I am done. Shaquilla, honey. I'm not about to play. RKN said Gina irked me when she said Clint has grown. She has taken no accountability, and the experts didn't hold her accountable for her lack. They did the same thing last season with Morgan. Mm-hmm. And then they sat there and was like, this is the most amicable divorce that we've ever seen. You guys go. That's not true. There are plenty of people that didn't claw each other's eyes out. That were just like, no, we're not gonna, be together. We're gonna go our separate ways. When did anybody ever throw down in the front of y'all? Like, what are you talking about? The only reason why it's amicable is because of Clint. It is not because of Gina. Let's be very clear. That's the only reason. As they said, I fell asleep during the show, and when I woke up and saw Decision Day wasn't over and there's still 6 more episodes, all I could say was, what an unfortunate turn of events. I was like, these people are being cantankerous, honey. I can't do no more. I can't do no more. Mm-mm. And she also thinks she looks better than she does, Courtney. She said Gina acts like she's arrived. She thinks she's hotter than she is. I mean, she's a very pretty lady, don't get me wrong. But she acts like Clint is just a dog, and I don't like that. Ashley said they said the same thing about that couple last season who was hugging. Which couple was that? Last season is all a blur. I don't know. Belisha said they're traumatized from the season with Chris and Paige. Ooh, honey, they said that Decision Day episode with Chris and Paige were literally there for like 8 or 9 hours. And I was just thinking, how long is this actual episode if we didn't have edits? CB, 6 more episodes for I don't know what. So this is how it's going. This is how it's breaking down. We have 2 episodes for Decision Day. Then we have a what the hell they doing now? Then we have a why isn't this over? Then we have a 2-part reunion. What are they even doing? This just don't make no sense. Why do we have so many episodes with a season that we don't want it? Exactly, J-Dub. We don't give a damn. We don't want it. Why must we have so many episodes for a season that was lackluster at best? Hey, Miss Jayshel, this is my least favorite episode, Dr. Misha. Not Dr. Misha. They just dragged it. Now, 3 episodes or of After the Decision, Lord. Y'all, I really tried. I was like, you know what? I'm going to stick this out. I'm going to go. I can't do it. Y'all don't know how free I felt yesterday. I said, not me being outside the house on a Wednesday. Honey, I was just sitting outside, just looking at the sky and just, because I can't do that on Wednesdays because of Married at First Sight, and I just can't do it. I cannot allow them to sucker me into June. We started in December. Was it December? Let me see. I'm going to tell y'all the exact premiere date of this season of Married at First Sight. Hold on 1 second, honey. Let me go over here and hop on the Googler. When did season 16 of Married at First Sight start? Here we go. Okay, I take it back. It wasn't December. It was January 4th of 2023. Okay. Season 17 has yet to begin. 17. Okay. If they don't go back to the Married at First Sight formula that we all loved, I'm not watching. I'm sorry. I cannot do it. Delivering all the goods. And it really upsets me because it's like these shows are really just throwing me off. And it's like every other day, I'm like, okay, I don't like that show no more. I don't really want to review it. Oh, I don't like this. I really don't want to review it. And pretty soon I ain't going to be reviewing nothing. I'm gonna just have to fight through it, y'all. Oh, but speaking of reviewing nothing, I am picking back up Tyler Perry's Sisters because y'all know they have the writer's strike going on, right? And I was so excited because I saw that The Shy season 6 was coming back, and y'all know it usually comes back around June. But now that these people don't want to pay these writers what they are worth, okay, they have stopped everything. And so now they don't know when the season will, if you know, when it will come back. I'm like, man, they done messed up my summer. Y'all know I love The Shy. I'm so pissed. Mm-mm-mm. HFG, thank you for the super chat. I hope that Shaq and Kirsten say yes and then break up on the way out like Alexis and Justin. Not a little bit of, not a sprinkle of toxicity. Shaquille's suit was giving unfashionable throwback. Honey, I don't know what it was giving throw up. Okay. It was toe up from the flow up. Made me want to throw up. Charlie looked the fool. I was like, no, what is going on? Him. Diana said matchmaking was on 12/28. Okay. So this is where I got the December from. Thank you, girl. See, that's why I love y'all. Because see, I thought I was tripping. You're right. I knew I watched in December. I was like, wait a minute. Because I remember somebody saying, Misha, it's Married at First Sight is on. Are you reviewing? And I'm like, no, not yet. Let's wait till we get to the real episode. So I just watched it. But yes, you're right. Mm-hmm. I said the same thing, Serene Storm. I am so happy that they let Jasmine go first. That's what I said. I said, because I feel like if he had gone first, he would have felt like he was letting her down. But I think they knew what was going on in that relationship because, you know, even though they weren't present, I think they still knew. So that's probably why they were like, we're going to allow Jasmine to go first. Because you know how they be doing. Shakira said, Misha, are you still reviewing Couples Retreat and College Hill Celebrity Edition? Yeah, I did all the episodes of Couples Retreat. Oh my gosh. Girl, why I wrote the notes down for Couples Retreat and didn't do the episode review? Okay, I'm losing it, y'all. That's because that Tuesday, I had put out 2 reviews. I put out Summer House and then I put out a throwback video on the other channel. And I watched Couples Retreat and thought I put out this week's episode, but I didn't. Oh, of course. I'm still reviewing it. Now, I didn't say I was going to review College Hill Celebrity Edition because I took a poll and people said they ain't watching. But I watched it and I thought it was good. I thought, but then I see that they're going to be fighting and I don't really just know if I want to review some stuff with them fighting because then people going to be fighting in the comments. Amber won. No, New York won or whoever they fighting, child. The Puerto Rican princess and I ain't got time to be playing with them. So I don't know. KDH said, next season, I hope they listen to us. I want all the weddings in one episode. I don't want to be watching the honeymoons for a month, etc. Shorter seasons, please. Yes, I really do feel like we can go back to the 2-hour format if they cut out those families meeting. Okay, you know how when they go to the room, then the next morning they meet the family. We already did that. If y'all don't talk at the reception, then that's it. Okay, we don't need that. Y'all could incorporate instead of meeting with those families, because I know they listening, child. Listen, production, I'm speaking directly to y'all, honey. Incorporate them having premarital counseling or post-nuptial counseling because they already married, okay? They sit down instead of meeting with them families. Them families ain't doing nothing. We don't see them families no more. And it don't really make a difference, honey. Kirsten hid her daddy to episode 19. So we don't give a damn. Have them sit down with a counselor to talk out whatever it is they need to talk out so that we can go straight into the shared apartment or we can go straight into the honeymoon. After the honeymoon, we go straight into the shared apartment. Make the weddings no more than 2 episodes, okay? Because we want to give everybody a chance to get their zhuzh. But we don't need 17 matchmaking specials. We don't need to see where their mama and them grew up. We don't need to see what shoe size they wear. We don't need none of that, okay? I don't care how y'all matching them because you're matching them wrong, okay? Just get them on the screen. Get them in the dress. And I don't want to see them at no tuck shop. I don't want to see them at the wedding shop. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see nothing. Have them show up with a tux and a dress and usher them on down the aisle and let's get into it if we gonna get into it. I don't need all of that. That's too much fluff for no reason. Now, majority of the time when shows do that, I think it's because there's another show that comes in after that show. So they have to make it stretch out until the other show gets ready to premiere. That's what I think it is. But we still don't need it. Okay? We don't need it. Okay. We don't want it. And that's just that on that. And also, we could probably wrap up this season with one part of a reunion. We don't need two. It's nothing to say because they're going to talk in circles. Airris is going to be an ass like he liked to be. Gina going to talk about that salon like she liked to do. Clint is looking for Hank because that's what he want. Jasmine, she just going to be looking child. Kirsten, please don't let her sing not nothing. And please play that tape back so she can hear herself. Shaquille, please put your clothes on you right. Nicole and Chris, you're fine. Okay, you're fine. Pineapples. And that's the end of the reunion. We don't need it. We don't need too much. Now Lifetime. Honey, I'm gonna have to talk to y'all like like Jasmina did Michael. Now Lifetime. Ooh, child, thank you for the super chat, Keisha or Kesha. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. We don't give a damn. Exactly. We don't care. Okay. I done said all I need to say, honey. They done heard it. So I'm gonna put a marker right here to let them know that this is for production. Amy, thank you for the super sticker. Listen, y'all. So y'all was right about Married at First Sight UK. Now I had not really watched it, but you know how it shows right before this version, the US version comes on, right? And so the other day, I was like, let me just see what it's all doing. And so I watched like 3 episodes. I said, what? Let me tell y'all something. Married at First Sight UK. Now that's some entertainment. I am almost pissed that I did not review them and I did review the US, but I'm not going back. I'm not going back to review it because it's just too much. It's just too much. Okay, we too far gone. But I will say that y'all were right. I should have been watching them the whole time because it's much better. And the experts meet with them weekly. Like, what is this? It's crazy. ISO said, did Jasmine go to Dr. Heavenly for Married to Medicine to get her teeth done? I did see that she got her teeth done. I saw it on the after party. Psychological Perspective said, Mass UK is great always. I didn't know. I had no idea. And I kept seeing it in the comments. And I was like, no, I'm just Married at First Sight out. I cannot do it. I just don't even want to watch it. But when it came on and I just happened to have the TV on, waiting on this version to come on. And I said, is this what's going on in here? What's going on? I was completely engaged. I was like, you know what? I should have just listened. Thank you, Miss Corley. Yes, y'all like the live, y'all. I haven't asked or whatever, child. I don't even know. We're just here. It's 848 of you on this live. Thank you for joining me. Please like the live if you get anything out of the content. Okay. I've been here for 19 weeks for y'all. Now, the least you could do is pay me in likes. Because you know the algorithm don't care nothing about me, honey. They don't give my notifications out. The people thought I stopped reviewing. So just please like the live for me. Thank you. I would appreciate it. YMV said, what are you talking about, Misha? Kirsten was giving us sexual chocolate. I'm talking about that clip I just played. Kirsten was giving us bleeding ears, honey. That's what Kirsten was giving us. Misha, you need to love yourself more. You're letting maths affect how you feel. I smile in the mirror after brushing my teeth and say that this is going to be like and I'm going to say the same thing Jasmine said to Airris. Exhaling one, how you know I don't love myself? You have commitment issues. You can't even commit to watching a full season of Married at First Sight. So I did it for you. And if I didn't do that, it would be another excuse. It would be another excuse. I'm not about to play with y'all. Hey, Esther. Yes, and they let them do do-overs and get a second chance. Yes. I said, baby, this is good. I'm going to watch this next season. Hey, Naomi. I made it, Yahoo. Oh, how I missed you, Miss Misha. Hey, girl. LS said, oh, my God, Airris looks like what? And people go so hard about Jasmine's teeth. She's poised and got a good body and the patience of Job. Absolutely. Oh, I didn't mention her teeth not one time, baby, because it don't bother me. Like, it don't bother me. We all have our flaws and we all have things that, you know, we may be self-conscious about. I think Jasmine is a beautiful woman. And whatever she wants to do and or does not want to do, that's her decision. I didn't make not one mention of it. Now, I did mention that Airris' head was flat in the back, and I meant it. I meant every bit of it. It's flat in the back. I ain't got time to be playing with him. Olympia, thank you for the super sticker. She definitely got the patience of Job. Don't let Airris hear it. He'll be, you know, I like the fact that you had the patience of Job, but I was just thinking that we was going to have patient sex. I was thinking I could do this and I could do that. That's all he care about is sex. disgusting. Airris gonna always have to date a younger lady. No one 30 plus is dealing with that mess unless she got a few marbles loose and she don't watch TV and she been living off the grid. That's the only way she gonna deal with him. Him and his Jordan collection. He wants a swagged out sneakerhead. So yeah, he probably needs somebody 21 and up because he ain't gonna get nobody else. Hey, Lyrics Mom. Right at LS and Kirsten is cockeyed and nobody says anything about that. Is she? Now I ain't noticed nothing about Kirsten being cockeyed, is she? Kid said Clint better go adopt a dog and leave Gina dog alone. You don't want him to have nothing else to do with Gina. Baby, look, Kid said, don't even go get that damn dog. I broke up with you. I broke up with Hank. We're done. Honey, y'all are done. Do you hear me? Jess says, Shaq reminds me of Carlton from season 1 of Love's all the way. He was one of the Bailey boys. Maybe he's fighting the same internal struggle. As long as he don't call out her name like Carlton did. Y'all remember when he called that woman a B and told her wig was sliding back? I said, oh, sassy, bougie, ratchet. That Carlton was hell. Baby, when he called that woman out her name, I about cussed him out. Sir, nobody told you to be aggravated because you're going through what you're going through. Why are you cussing this woman out? Just ignorant. Larissa said, it's something off about Kirsten's eyes. Is it? Y'all notice everything. I didn't notice that. Curious Jojo said, yeah, I think Kirsten is a bit cockeyed or something very apparent. It is not very apparent, is it? But he do remind me of Carlton. That's exactly who he act like. Nikki said, yes, Kirsten's right eye's cocked like a pistol in my Kirsten, you are a beautiful woman. I ain't saying none of this, okay? None of it. People that are watching the replay, honey, please don't hold that against my channel. I have absolutely no control over the opinionated family. They're a chaotic mess, honey. They say what they gonna say. They said what they said and they ain't changing it. Ooh, child, I'm about to play. Clint better go and find a ginger dog, look-alike, and keep it moving. Y'all hate it. Clint, we're speaking directly to you because I know you be watching because you start following me on Instagram and whatnot. So now we're officially Married at First Sight family. Okay. And the people say, do not go and get Gina's dog. Leave Gina's dog where he is, whatever floor she lives on. And you stay where you are and go and find yourself your own Hank. Okay. Because it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. T. Hutch says, Kirsten is not cockeyed. She's just slow. Po baby, empty in the head and dead behind the eyes. Now, them eyes do give. I don't know what's going on, child. It really does. They said, I can't believe Kirsten said yes to Shaq in that suit. I think Kirsten just want to pretend to be married and just look married. That's what I think. Because I just don't understand the yes. What are you saying yes to? What? When I heard her say yes, I said, what are you talking about? Miss Jashel said in the previews, they make it look as though Clint stole Hank from Gina. He said, I ain't losing the broship. You know, and I saw that, but I think they're playing in our face because you know how they have to put something enticing in order for us to watch it. And it's always never what it seems. So I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. India said, Misha, do you really think they consummated the marriage? In my Shaquille voice. Hell no. I knew it was a lie when he told it. I said, what? You consummated your marriage. Okay. Sir, if you consummated that marriage, then why on earth is Kirsten still sitting here looking how she looking? I don't believe that. After you rubbed that sandpaper on her arms, pretending like it was body paint and she enjoyed it or whatever, that's how I knew something was wrong with Kirsten. I was like, girl, not the sandpaper. And you talking about, oh, I like it. It's just getting so physical. I want to get physical. I'm not about to play. Hell no. They did not consummate no marriage. Kirsten and I lied about consummating our marriage. Honey, it's a lie. It's a lie. The truth ain't in it. Psychological perspective, you are showing out. Thank you for the super chats. I really think Kirsten has fallen for Shaq. She introduced him to her father and has always tried to comfort him. You think so? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Okay, so this is the thing. Kirsten is very hard to read. I don't know if she means what she's saying. I'm confused by her. I don't know if it's the lifelessness when she says certain things, or I'm just confused. I don't know. But maybe she got comfortable with them and she wants to continue to see what's gonna go on. I don't know. I couldn't deal with Shaq. He whined too much. Everything is a complaint. She cannot do anything good. Now, granted, in the beginning, she didn't want to kiss him. Okay, we all gave us, mess for that. Okay, Kirsten doesn't want to kiss Shaq. We got that. But we moved past it. And he was still complaining. So I wouldn't want to deal with him. Mm-mm. CB said, put some antennas on Airris in that picture and tell me he don't belong. Oh, y'all mean. Sheila said they want us to come back. That's why Shaquille didn't answer. That's exactly what it is. They just want us to come back. I think he gonna say no. I really don't. I really do. I really think he gonna say no. J-Dub says Shaq doesn't speak when he comes from the mentee parties on Wednesday nights. Coming from the mentee parties, child. Not the parties. T. Jones Impact said her energy definitely shifted. Maybe the challenge intrigued her because at first she felt he was trying too hard. Oh, yeah, she did. And you know what? This is when I feel like his energy shifted. When she told him that he played too much and he didn't feel like he could be himself. That's when I think, everything went how it went. Dress Your Age said people love picking Black women apart, but let's talk about Gina's mouth. Okay, wider than outside, ain't it? It's like she got too many teeth or something. It ain't that she got too many teeth or something. She smiles and everything with all of her teeth. On the very first initial review I did when I was just meeting the cast, I said, baby, that Gina knows she gonna smile from teeth to teeth, ain't she? T-E-E-F, as Airris likes to say. I said, baby, not a teeth to teeth smile. She smiles like a little baby. You know, when like a small kid, when you tell them smile for the picture, they smile with all their teeth. That's Kirsten. I mean, that's Gina. Tata Licious said, when he backed up, she automatically showed interest in the marriage. Playing mind games, just like Airris wanted Jasmine a little bit more when she started to put her foot down. He wants somebody to cuss him out. I bet that cousin can't wait for him to come back home. She can't wait. Dollface said, I've been saying for a long time that Gina has a very wide mouth. Yeah, it goes from ear to ear. That's what it is. Her mouth is just wide. And she just smiles with all of her mouth. And then when she's saying all those vile things, it gets bigger and bigger. Ma'am, stop being mean to Clint. My account for commenting said Kirsten would get mad whenever they talked about decision day. Did they ever talk about decision day? Okay, this is the thing. I feel like these couples have talked in circles for weeks and I didn't hear them say anything important. The only couple that I feel like actually talked about things outside of decision day would be Chris and Nicole. Everyone else was just stuck on a hamster wheel. It was every day, every episode, the exact same thing. And I don't think I ever heard Kirsten and Shaquille really talk about decision day. I don't remember. Somebody else said that too. Hot Coco Bang Bang said, I think Shaq shifted when she said, you have to buy me a house. Yeah. He probably doesn't feel like he can live up to the expectations. But he said when he met her dad that the dad really liked him. And, Kirsten was making it seem like her dad was macho man Randy Savage, honey, and he had to really live up to whatever expectation her dad had for her. So, I mean, do the dad like him? She said, Clint's a zaddy. I love his humor and vibrant personality, giving me jungle fever. Ain't he though? Okay. I love his I did not think that I was going to like his personality. Y'all know what I just realized though? This keeps replaying in my mind every time I do a review. Y'all remember the episode, well, not the episode, but it was a preview of Clint being at home and he was working from home and he was making it seem like he wanted to be a kept man. That never aired on this season. And I remember saying in a review, all right, now, Clint, I don't know if I'm going to like you because I feel like you want to pull a Steve, just walking around the apartment pretending to be busy. I adamantly remember saying that. So when I didn't see it during the season, I'm like, well, what happened to that? Because they never really showed them the thing that I think that was missing from this season versus all other seasons. Well, not all other seasons, but the seasons that we've seen past. We didn't get much of them trying to figure out life things like where are we going to live and what do you do for work? How do you do your finances? This is how my finances. They were literally just talking in circles every week. Hell, even Katina Olajuwon and Olajuwon's neck tattoo talked about something serious every now and again. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I thought he was going to pull a Steve. I was just like, okay, he finna walk real fast around the apartment and make sandwiches and pasta that ain't going to stick to the wall and all kind of stuff. He going to get on my nerves. That never aired. So I was like, did I make that up? Because you know these shows will have you thinking you're nuts, okay? For real, Misha, Clint really came across as a potential Dusty in the beginning. He did. And I was like, okay, I know I'm not going to like him. And then the way that they made the edits of the previews, and I thought that he was putting down Gina, when in reality, Gina had put him down first. And he was just saying, well, if you don't like this, I don't like this about these types of women or whatever. But I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have to go off on him. And I knew it. Because, I mean, just initially looking at him, I felt like I was going to have to go off on him. But he was total opposite. Like, all the way. Justika said, no goal-oriented conversations beyond the fishbowl. That's it. I mean, nobody talked about anything. I cannot give you one thing that they spoke about during this season that made me say, well, I knew this wasn't going to work because when y'all talked about this, I knew that she felt this way and you felt that way. They didn't talk about any of that. I'm thinking back on the past few seasons that I reviewed. They always talked about the finances. They always talked about where they were going to live. Even the home visits didn't make any sense. And I still feel like Airris was in an Airbnb, child. He ain't fooling me. And so was Kirsten. Because Kirsten, you didn't have no picture except a keychain. Girl, it's looking like a lie. Talking about, I couldn't get the stuff. It was on back order. Girl, goodbye. Chic Socialite said, I think Clint is an account executive, i.e. sales. He got plenty of money. Okay. When he said he was going to give her $10,000 for that dog, I'm like, that's a little on the low side. But not you just going to shell out $10K so you can keep Hank. Lyric's mom said, Shaq might just be an attentive lover and he turned Kirsten out. I doubt it. I doubt it, y'all. He look like he be hunching and hurry up and get up. So much you want a sandwich? I don't want nothing from you. I want whatever time that I laid down with you, I want it back. And take that suit off, child. It's a fool. T. Hutch said, I can't believe Airhead's last words were about sex yet again. He never should have been on this show. And you know what's the crazy part? When he first started talking, they were playing a separate kind of music. They were like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, you know, I really thought that having a wife, and they were playing that little violin. When he said, I never got to hear, put my leg here, put my leg there. Skirt. It was a complete record scratch. I said, this idiot here. Just an idiot to the bitter end. Donna D said, when Gina acted like she may have responded to Clint if he made some overtures, I was hoping Clint would say, I don't believe her. We know Gina was lying. I was like, what are you talking about, Gina? If this man would have done any of that, you would have found a way to put him down about it. I'm never going to forget the fact that she called him bizarre. I do not know still to this day what makes this man bizarre. He was very respectful of her to the bitter end. This man lied to the expert's face and said 95% of our exchange was good. I have a newfound respect for him because that is a lie. That is a lie. 95% was not good. She didn't even want to move in with you at first, but then she finally did because Pastor Calvin coerced her into it. Then she got mad one day when y'all was sitting down eating. And she's like, every time I sit down and eat with you, I just really don't understand why I do that. Then you went and entertained her friends, shucking and jiving and whatnot. And she's like, yeah, I mean, all the girls like him and everything, but I mean, he's not like a husband. Then you make her food, make sure she's okay. You listen to her woes. She cried one time during the season and it wasn't about you. You still listened and you comforted her. And then at the party, your party, you said, yeah, I think me and you are the best dressed. And she's like, well, I mean, Nicole and Chris look good. Well, no, I'm just saying because it's my birthday. She didn't even allow you to shine on your own damn birthday. Then when you had yourself a good time, a funky good time with your moonshine like you like to drink, she then turned around and went to the ladies and said to them, he was just getting all drunk and he was sloppy. And I mean, I had to take care of him. And what girl is going to look at him and be like, oh, I hope he's my husband? It was definitely not 95% approved. Okay, Clint? But you were still nice to her to the bitter end. I don't know why. It gave me absolutely nothing. HFG, thank you for the super chat. Do you think the editors are faking us out in the previews about a legal fight over that? Absolutely, I do. I don't believe that. But I did see, because Clint started following me mid-season. He said, F it. Baby, Clint said, because they're supposed to keep them social medias private until it's time to come out. Baby, Clint was like, Misha, come on over, honey. Come on over and see what's all doing. So I went to his page and whatnot, and the dog Hank been in the pictures. So I'm like, that's what made me think that he and Gina were together. Because I was like, why is Hank in all these pictures? I don't know. But I don't think they had a legal fight over. No. Because he even stated, he said, well, Hank is Gina's dog, so she will keep her dog. He said that. So now all of a sudden they want me to believe they going to court behind Hank? Okay. That's just silly. Sharondanis said, the experts were so checked out, they literally asked all the couples the exact same questions. They don't give a damn. They sure did. And Pastor Cal didn't take his glasses off not once. Normally he take his glasses off and really try to lean in to get him to say yes. He was like, oh, all right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Okay, it's a little chilly out here. Somebody bring Peppers a coat. Okay, we'll see y'all later. You say no? Okay. Airris, you don't like Jasmine? You think she don't love herself? Okay, Jasmine, what you say? He can go to hell? All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all bring up Chris and Nicole. Next. They don't care. They're done with these people. They're done. They're done. It gave absolutely nothing. When Calvin don't take them glasses off, the season has given absolutely nothing. That's the mark of a good season. Has Pastor Calvin taken his glasses off? If not, then it's a no. Okay? It's no need to watch. Okay, that's how I'm going to gauge the seasons going forward. Y'all just ask them down in the comments, Misha. Have the glasses come off? And I will tell you yes or no, and then you can start watching. Because other than that, it ain't giving nothing. Naomi said, Kirsten is beautiful, but I noticed that about her eyes. Oh, well, I do not know what y'all are, and I am being so serious. I have never noticed that. I have never noticed that. Chic Socialite said, child, Hank didn't want Gina no more. She wanted Clint. Look, even Hank ready to move on. Oh, child. As long as she don't lose that salon, she don't care. Hank can go. Hold on. Caribbean gal. Hey, Caribbean gal. I've been done. I've ended the relationship a long time ago. I was telling them I can't let Married at First Sight go. It was my first, it's like my channel's first relationship. It's my channel's first boyfriend. Because Married at First Sight literally catapulted my channel. Which is why I'm kind of offended that they don't be inviting me to do stuff and whatnot. Because, say what now? I'm keeping y'all show alive, honey. Don't nobody want to watch that. Y'all don't care nothing about that show. But I'm still just like, okay, come on, y'all. Watch it. This episode's going to be, it was okay. And y'all just act like I don't even exist, honey. They done had podcasters, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. And I'm like, when y'all going to invite me? They won't let the cast interview with me. Child, let me tell y'all something. Please refer to my first and only interview. My first and only, well, it's actually the first interview I did on my channel because I actually did my first interview with Deontay from Love After Lockup. It was on my Patreon, but that's when I first started and my sound was bad and everything, child. He was just bearing with me, honey. He didn't care. But I mean, I'm very professional. I'm not going to get on here and tell her wig slipping to the back or nothing like that. I mean, I'm going to be like, Kirsten, so when you sung that song, what the hell were you thinking? No, I'm just kidding. That's probably why they won't let her. That's probably why they won't bother with me, honey. But no, I really am. I'm just going to be like, Kirsten, when you were singing that song, you're supposed to close one of your ears so that you can hear yourself. So you won't be so pitchy. Girl, And you don't let Shaquille put you out there like that. Not everybody gonna forever talk about that. That's what you're known for. And everything will be all right. Yeah. Oh, child, I cannot. I cannot. Mary said, I found you because of maths, but stop watching the show. I just couldn't do it anymore, but still listen to your reviews on my way to work. Thank you, Mary. Listen, when I started my channel, I was getting a little bit of traction because my very first review was Ready to Love. Okay, and people were like, oh, I like the way you review this show because it feels like I'm speaking to somebody that I know. Then all of a sudden, Married at First Sight premiered. And I have been watching the show since forever. And it was season 12 at this time. I did my very first review. That's when I got my first 1,000 views. I was thinking, oh my gosh, 1,000 people watched my channel. The next week, I made a joke about Jacob's nose and him wanting a woman with a big nose. And I said, if both of your nose big and your nose to nose, how you gonna kiss? And I remember just laughing because I thought that was so funny. Like, child, I'm gonna laugh at my own jokes if don't nobody else laugh. I mean, I'm gonna chuckle it up. And I laughed at that and I went to sleep. Child, when I woke up, baby, that channel went from 500 subscribers to 1,400 subscribers. In the next week, it went from 1,400 to 2,500. In the next week, it just kept taking off. And then soon I looked up and I had to keep changing my Twitter because I had put, come with me on the road to 5,000. Baby, Married at First Sight season 12 said, hold my beer, honey, 5,000. Oh, we got you. I gained 20,000 subscribers from season 12 of Married at First Sight. 20,000. So then after that, I started reviewing more shows, just whatever I like or whatever, whatever. And I was literally putting out reviews back to back to back to back to back. And then more people came because of different shows. Like some people came because of Ready to Love. Some people came because of Housewives of Atlanta or whatever. And people started coming, but Married at First Sight is my baby. And I be really trying not to just leave it in the dust, but it's like y'all just really ain't acting right. And then y'all don't even like me. So I mean, there's that. Y'all don't even like me, but it's cool. Because after that 20K, I went to Twitter and I was like, follow me on the road to 50,000. And then I hit 30,000 and then it just slowed down. Now I'm just like stuck at like 32 or 33 or something like that. I don't know, honey, but I'm going to get to 50 one day. I'm going to get to 50. I'm going to get to 50 and it's all good. Kimberly said, are you doing this full time yet? I really want that for you. I actually am, but it don't want that for me. Sis, it don't want that for me because I decided that I was going to do this and then walk away from the classroom. And I was so excited and, just really giving my all or whatever. And just putting out content after content after content, no matter if it's in the middle of the night or whatever. And yeah, then all of a sudden YouTube stopped showing me love. Like they don't push my videos out. People don't get notifications. My views are I have 40,000 views down. Like, ain't nobody watching, child. Ain't nobody watching. Ain't nobody watching, honey. I mean, I'm looking at this. I gave an example because I did a live with the Patreon members and the members of the channel. And I was talking to them about this and I was telling them how I can gauge my viewership based on the, prior season of a show. So I gave the example of Put a Ring on It. Put a Ring on It last season, 25,000 views. Put a Ring on It this season, 6,000 views. You cannot make me believe that 24,000 people were watching at first. And then all of a sudden they said, I'm good. Only 6 of us are going to watch. No. And then if they do push my content out, it's 4 or 5 years later or something. Because I have comments that people are commenting on videos of Portia's Family Matters. That was like 2 years ago. Or season 12 of Married at First Sight. They're like, I don't know why they recommended this to me, but I'll watch it. And then, I had one lady say, hey, I didn't know. I've never seen this channel before, but they suggested this video. And it was the video where I was going off on Chris. Season 12, I was going off on him. And she said, I just love this video. So now I subscribed and I'm watching your reviews for this season of Married at First Sight. And I'm just like, not this video from 2 years ago. And that keeps happening to me like every other day. And I'm like, okay, so The fact of the matter is that you're not pushing out my content. I'm lost in the sauce. Nobody likes the videos because I'm looking at my likes and like, let's just say this past Married at First Sight, not this video, but the one from last week, it had, I think 12,000 views or something. That doesn't even make sense. When I started my channel and I really started picking up traction, Married at First Sight was getting like 45,000 views. I went from 45,000 down to 12 and I only have like 1,100 likes. I'm like, what is going on? Like the video. Even if you don't like it, dislike it. I need some engagement because they're not pushing my stuff out. But yeah, so child, I probably got to go back to the school, honey. I already had a talk with the principal and whatnot. So I can come on back around and talk to the people, but I don't really want to talk to them kids. I don't really want to talk to them kids. Oh, honey, I really don't want to talk to them kids. Oh, child, I really don't, child. Oh, honey, pray for me. Y'all gonna like them videos, honey, so I don't have to go back out there with them children. Oh, yes, they are. They hating on me. They hating on me. They hate it. Journey with Jalisha said, why don't they like you? You're amazing. Oh, thank you. And girl, they can't stand me, honey. They can't stand nothing about me. I'm like, let me come on sit at the after party so I can talk to Rudy and them. Because, baby, y'all gonna know my voice when y'all see me. Y'all be like, is that Misha? Girl, not you from behind the screen. Well, hey, girl. I'm gonna be sitting up there looking good. And I'm gonna make sure my wig is right and my part is sitting how my part should be sitting. Okay. Because I know y'all gonna talk about me. Now, Misha been talking all this mess about these people's wigs and hers is cocked to the side. So I'm gonna make sure it's looking good. And I'm looking good, but they never gonna invite me because they don't like me. And it's all good, honey. I ain't got time. D-Dub said, this toxic relationship has run its course. It may be time to let Mavs go. I just can't do it, D-Dub. I can't do it. I just have hope that we'll be able to work this thing out with counseling and through prayer. We can get back together. We gonna get back together. Oh, child, we gonna stick this thing out. I just can't let it go, y'all. Like, it just brings tears to my eyes the way that this show brought so many people to my channel. Like, it's so true what people say. It really only takes one video, one viral something in order for you to catch an audience. And when you catch them, please engage your audience. If you have a YouTube channel and you're listening to this, engage with your audience. I don't care if it's 17 days later. I get to my computer. I don't care if the video came out a week ago. I'm going to go to the comment section and I'm going to respond. I bet people like, girl, that was 6 weeks ago. And hey, girl, you're right. I can't believe he did that. I'm going to talk to you. I don't care what's going on. If you get your audience, then engage with your audience. And I just don't know why YouTube is not pushing out my content. I really don't. And then I've been sitting up here trying to get myself a sponsor, y'all. But, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, yeah. Oh, Kelsey said it was love after lockup for her. Oh, yeah, love after lockup when I was making fun of Nicole's voice. Deontay. Kimberly, thank you for the super chat. Well, bump YouTube. The Opinionators got you. Thank you so much. That's why I started my Patreon too, because I was trying to supplement. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, I discussed all the monies over there on the Patreon live, honey. But I had to take it down because I had gotten a copyright for some reason. But anywho, yeah, I was just explaining to them that the math is not mathing in this bank account, honey. And I ain't gonna be internet panhandling. And the show's acting like they don't want to, show. And then I try to make sure I'm putting out content that people want to see. So yeah, it's just not working out. But it's all good. I'm going to pivot and see how I can fix it. Okay. Nikki said, I'm low-key over Real Housewives of Atlanta too. I said the same thing. I said, you know what? I watched the first 2 episodes, but I really feel like it's just not the same anymore. It's just not. That's why I've been like doing my throwback reviews of Atlanta on my second channel. Oh, let me see. Damon says, sometimes it is the TV show that causes a lack of interest. Mavs Houston was way more exciting than this season. Yeah, I told Ryan the same thing. I said, y'all season was more exciting than Nashville is. And I feel like it has a lot to do with that. But also, if you check your YouTube analytics, it'll tell you like this video is performing great. Like, let's just say this live is a recorded video. And if I go to my analytics, it'll tell me, oh, 1,000 people watched in the first 10 minutes. This video is doing great. You're up 30% from your normal views or whatever. It tells you. So yeah, some of it I feel like could be that people aren't interested in the show, but a drastic drop. 15,000 people said no. I don't know. That just don't make sense to me. It just don't make sense to me. Mrs. D said, oh, yeah, I forgot about Love After Lockup. Sure, that Love After Lockup is something else. I just couldn't keep up once they started doing Love and Life and Shoes After Lockup. It was just too many lockups. I'm like, I can't do too much. Delicious said, oh, Misha, what's your email? I can send you info on a possible sponsor for Black-owned skincare line, and the owner is from Houston. Okay, it's MEASHAIMO@gmail.com. Let me put it in the chat. Okay. Thank you, Tatalicious, for the super chat. Thank you. Hold on. HFG said, is Patreon still open to join? Oh, yeah, it is. My crazy behind. Listen, the thing about me is I don't be promoting myself like that. I'm working on it, with therapy and whatnot, but I sometimes have a problem or struggle with feeling like let me see how I can explain it. Like feeling like I deserve things. So, or deserve good things. And that's because of, past relationships and all kinds of stuff, child. But not to get too deep, but it's like I feel silly when I say, y'all, subscribe to my Patreon. And then I feel like if you go over there and then it's not what you want, Patreon is just like so in your face. They tell you that the person unsubscribed and they're like, they didn't like your channel or something. Because you have to put a reason when you leave. And when you leave, they show you the person left. They show you the person's name. They show you that the person left, what time they left, why they left. And that just be messing with me sometimes because it's like my numbers will go up. And then I'm like, oh, it's good. And I'm putting out content over there. And then 2 days later, it just takes a dip. And I'm just like, what happened? I mean, I'm trying the best I can try, y'all. What y'all want me to do? So, yeah, it is. It is still open, but I just never talk about it. I don't know why I think people just gonna magically fall over there one day. I think y'all just gonna fall over there one day. But I have 3 tiers. I have a $1 tier, a $3 tier, and a $5 tier. And I do audiobooks over there with some good juicy gossip, honey, where we really get into it. I do like this little segment called People Get on My Damn Nerves. Because like sometimes people really be getting on my damn nerves. And I be having to talk to people. And I just be talking to the Patreon because I feel like I need to let them know. And also I just do a whole bunch of stuff over there. Story times are over there. Celebrity gossips are over there. Exposés, honey, when I be getting into everybody's business. And let me tell y'all something. I am the first person to break the story of Mike Hill and Cynthia Bailey getting a divorce. Now, the people on the YouTube streets don't know because I had broke it one night. We were doing a Misha After Dark. And I was talking to them. And I said, and y'all can vouch for me, okay? It came out a long time before anybody else's came out. And I was over there on the Patreon and we was having a Misha After Dark. We were having a good time, honey, talking about stuff that grown folks talk about. And I said, y'all, I have been watching this couple and I think they're going to get a divorce. And so I took them through the whole like Instagram and everything. And I was just like, hashtag, where's Mike Hill? And, we were just like laughing and stuff about it. But I was serious because I really thought they was going to get a divorce. I said, something is not right because Cynthia loved that man's dirty draws, honey. And I do not see him nowhere on here. So we're just going through the stuff. So, baby, about 3 weeks later, then the blog started picking up Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill are getting a divorce. I'm like, I told y'all. I told y'all. Look, Hot Cocoa Bang Bang said, yes, we went through their IG. We sure did. I went through every single thing. I went from his to hers. And I was like, look at this, y'all. See right here? This is their anniversary. They ain't say nothing. Cynthia on a plane. Like, I really be into the mess, but I don't be into the mess over here. I be into the mess over there. Because I really be just picking up stuff that, I ain't got no business picking up. And so, yeah, we just be getting into it. But, yeah, I be feeling like somebody just going to find the Patreon, which I know they not. But it's still over there, y'all. It's still over there. It's still over there. Thank you, CB Mook. This is the Throwback Channel. Yes. Y'all gone over there. And look, It's going to be more than just Housewives. I started out with Atlanta because y'all know I have an affinity for Atlanta. So I started out with them. But I am also going to be doing Hollywood Divas, Hustle and Soul. I'm going to be doing Flavor of Love, just anything. I'm going to also do Being Mary Jane. We're really going to get into it, some scripted throwback shows as well as reality. The only thing is, with me potentially going back to school, the schedule is going to be a lot different. So I got to figure out how to factor that in and do this channel too. So it's going to be a lot. It's a lot. Thank you, Boo, for the super chat. This season was boring. I think that's why your engagement has been low. About to subscribe to your Patreon because you took the F out of me. Thank you. Hey, Katie. I remember that Misha After Dark, October 7th, 2023. Katie, goodbye. Oh, Katie, you a mess. Mary said, you're very active on Patreon, which I appreciate. I had to unsubscribe from people because they weren't putting in the work. Do you want, Mary, listen to me. Do you know how that just made my day? Y'all, look, if y'all could ask my son, I be getting on his nerves because I'm like, you think I should put this on Patreon? I think I should put something on there today. I haven't said nothing in 2 days. I haven't said nothing in 30 minutes. And he'd probably be looking at me like, Mama, it's going to be all right. They got something else to listen to. It's going to be fine. Like, I really put a lot of pressure on myself to make sure I post over there very often. Very, very often. Because I don't want it to just be stagnant when really and truly you're only supposed to post once a month. That's what they give you. Those are the guidelines, once a month, whatever. But I can't do that. Because I just feel like if I'm not saying something, then y'all going to be like, girl, I'm not about to be over here subscribed to this, paying you no dollar or no $5, and you ain't talking about nothing. Girl, bye. Excelling, thank you for the super chat. F imposter syndrome. You put in a lot of work. I joined you during the pandemic. You got me through sickness and surgery and recovery. You mean a lot. Oh, thank you. Y'all getting me through some custody battles and some court hearings and some divorces. Okay. I appreciate it. We all in this thing together. Okay. Quana said, I listened to you review 4 shows that I don't even watch, but the way you get into details, I feel like I'm right there with you. Keep doing what you do. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Starseed. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm excited about Ready to Love Dallas, Texas. It just seems to bring it. You know what? I can't wait. And Texas does seem to bring it because the season where they had Ready to Love at that retreat, and we were in the middle of the panini, it was good. It was real good. So you're right. Gloria said your numbers will go up because of the WGA strike. You should try other relationship reality shows. Match Abroad is the same premise as this Bravo TV show. Yeah, I did Love Without Borders. And y'all know, I don't know how this gonna go or whatever, but y'all know it's a new show by Kirk Franklin and his wife, and they're supposed to be putting people together and matching them. So I'm gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna check it out and see if it's good. Thank you, Jerica, for the super chat. Misha, don't underestimate the fall over there method. I found your OG Storytime channel first and fell over there. But please promote yourself. Okay, I'll be just thinking they're gonna just search around, honey. They'll be over here. Girl, no, they won't be over here. Don't nobody damn know you over here. Girl, what? CB Mook said, listen, Patreon makes me feel like I'm talking to my girlfriend about the latest gossip. I promise I wouldn't know half the stuff that's going on if it wasn't for you. I sure appreciate it. I do be over there talking to y'all. And you know what? It really, because I can visualize things when I'm doing them. Really, when I do post over there, I feel like I'm only talking to a select few people, and it makes it much more intimate to me. Because I like to do YouTube, and I love to do my lives and stuff and talk to all of y'all and Kiki and whatnot. But then it's just something about when you're able to just feel like you're able to narrow in on who you're speaking to. It's good. YNV, she said, Virgos, we see each other. Okay, you're doing great, Misha. Thank you. Rachel said, have you considered reviewing Love Island? UK starts in a couple soon. Does it? Have I watched Love Island before? I think I've watched the US version. Sister Girl on Film said, I watch approximately 0% of the shows you review, but I'm pulling up every time because not approximately 0%. Girl. Oh, honey, well, I appreciate you pull it up, even though you don't watch it. I appreciate it. Y'all, let me get off of here in 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, hold on. Let me go. Nikki said, I find myself quoting you constantly, Misha. Now let's get into it if we're going to get it. Come on, baby. Ma'am. Let's go. Let's get into it if we're going to get into it. Okay? Okay, we ain't got no time to waste. What the hell's going on? 1,000 pieces? No. I'm still very private on Patreon, but I do share a lot with them over there that I don't share on YouTube. To be honest, Patreon is worth it for the story times alone. It's so good over there. I be trying to get y'all a story time. And also, if you're over here and you were on the live that I was not able to keep up, or you didn't get a chance to get on that live that was on Patreon and for the members, me and the soulmate, we ain't going on no dates. Okay, it's a dub. Okay, it's not working out. Okay, it's just not working out. He is a part of the Airris Club, honey. He's a jerk. And I'm just not down for it. So yeah, that's a no for me. Just in case y'all were wondering. Betty Spaghetti said, I subscribed when you reviewed this season with Chris and Paige. I'm about to subscribe to your Patreon. I'm from Houston, so I got to support. Thank you, Betty. H-Town. Chauncey said, from the preview, one of the guys from Ready to Love is going to be on Kirk Franklin's show. I think he was like one season 2 or 3. Oh, not only him, but one of the guys from College Hill, when they used to actually be in the colleges, he's also going to be on that show with Kirk Franklin and his wife. Child, they got Kirk Franklin over there cussing and whatnot. I said, what kind of show is this? Not Kirk. Well, you know Kirk be cussing, honey. Y'all remember when he got into it with his son and all that mess was going down and that phone call was leaked? But yeah, Kirk over there cussing and whatnot. I said, baby, say what now? Angel, thank you for the super chat. You know we got your back. I'm out on the West Coast right now and have to come back to videos, but I spin the block. Thank you. Sephora said, a jerk? Share what happened. Okay, let me share what happened real quick in 3 minutes or less, honey, because we're going to get up off this thing. So this is the premise. So I used to tell them story times about my soulmate or whatever, right? And I'm just thinking that I was going to love him and he was going to love me forever. Well, he is married, and so am I. But I'm going through a divorce. So I was on the phone with one of my good friends because my other good friend is having a party down in New Orleans. So she was like, girl, I want you to come because I'm going to have this big, huge 40th birthday party in New Orleans. It's going to be Zulu ball themed, and I want you to come. So I was talking to my other friend who think he's going to be my husband, but he really not, okay? Because he do not like for me to get myself judged, and baby, don't try to downplay me, okay? He's talking about I got a big head. He was like, oh, the pretty girls, they always have a big head. No, I don't have a spouse, okay? I don't have anybody telling me I'm pretty all day, every day, so I tell my damn self, shout out to Airris. I hug myself 5 times a day after I brush my teeth. So he think he's gonna be my man, but he really ain't. So I said, listen, come with me down to New Orleans so we can go to this party together. So he was like, all right, we can go to the party together. And that was that. So then we started talking about the soulmate, because mind you, all of us went to school together. So he starts telling me how the soulmate used to love me and this and that and that. And we were just reminiscing back on the good old days. So then he proceeds to say, yeah, well, you know, him and his wife are separated. And I was like, really? I really didn't know that because I don't know anything about him, honey. All I know is he has 4 kids with the wife and that's it. So, and she likes to wear her helmet of salvation. So I really wasn't paying no attention to it. So I don't ever go to my regular Instagram, but something just told me this day, go to the regular Instagram, look at it, and look at your DMs. So I go to the Instagram, look at the DMs, and I'm going through, and it's a lot of them because for some reason I have completely cut off my regular Instagram channel. I'm always on the one that's attached to my channel. So I go over there to get a dose of reality real quick. And I see I got a lot of, Grand Rising DMs. If y'all don't go on somewhere, y'all, a lot of these men around here talking to me because they knew me from back in the day through the DM. And I'm like, boy, go to bed, talking about some Grand Rising. I ain't got no time. You're blocked. So after that, I scroll down a little bit. I see the friend, she invited me to the whatever. And I see the soulmate. I'm like, say what now? So baby, I opened up the soulmate DM and he was like, I've been thinking about you, what's up? And I'm thinking, you've been thinking about me. Now, mind you, I know he's separated, but he don't know that I know he's separated. So I immediately said, how's your wife? And he goes, oh, well, we're, in the process of getting a divorce. We're separated, blah, 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 blah. So then he starts talking to me, asking me questions about my son and this, that, and this and that. So then he's like, well, I would really like to talk to you on the phone versus a DM. In my mind, I'm thinking, you just don't want no paper trail and you ain't fooling me. So then he's like, no, just give me your number. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I give him the number because I got 2 phones. So I give him the burner phone number. So he calls on the phone And he's just like, hey, what's been going on? And, we're having a conversation and I want to know, why are you separated? Because no, immediately no. So then he's like, well, I want to take you to lunch, or I want to take you to dinner. I want to take you somewhere because I want to talk to you about it face to face. And I'm thinking to myself, why can't you just tell me over the phone? Like, why you got to sit up in my face? Okay. And second of all, why? So I ended up telling the people on Patreon and the members what was going down. So while I'm telling them what's going down, he's steady texting me the whole time. He's texting, he's calling, and I'm letting them know that he's texting and he's calling. So I'm like, boy, I am on the live. Now, mind you, he does not know that I have a YouTube channel, and I'm not about to tell him, okay, because I don't need you over here in my business. So I'm telling them, why does he keep messaging me and I'm on the live? So he said he wanted to send me something for Mother's Day. And I'm like, no, you're just trying to get my address on the slick. So you shall send it to this P.O. box. So he was like, yeah, I'm fine with sending it to the P.O. box or whatever. So they turn in tonight. We have another phone conversation. So I'm telling them, I'm thinking about going to lunch, but I really don't know if I really want to go because I just don't feel right. I feel like you trying to just get laid. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I kind of am like a rebound at this point. Honey, I'm just not feeling it. And second of all, you're still married. Okay, I don't know why y'all separated, honey. What did you do? That's what I automatically thought. So I was like, all right, well, maybe we'll go to lunch. So we continue to have phone conversations or whatever. And baby, this is when he rubbed me wrong. So we're talking on the phone or whatever. And I'm telling him I'm super excited about turning 41. And I cannot wait to, I said, I'm excited about turning 41. I can't wait to have my party or just celebrate myself because I didn't get a chance to celebrate when I turned 40. And he was like, yeah, I really don't do birthdays. I just feel like that's just a commercialized holiday and people just want you to spend money. I'm like, baby, no, it is not. Now, listen to me. You should celebrate your birthday. The goal is to get older because a lot of people don't make it. So you should celebrate every year that you're here. I don't give a damn if you go pick up your favorite takeout and take it home and eat in the middle of your bed while you rub your feet together. Celebrate. I don't care if you buy one balloon and sit it in your living room and call everybody on FaceTime and have them sing to you with one candle and one lonely cupcake. Celebrate your birthday. So me and him having an argument about that. Because I'm like, so you wouldn't celebrate me if it was my birthday? He was like, I mean, of course I'm going to say happy birthday, but I'm not buying no gifts and doing this and doing that. What? I said, okay, that's the first strike. Okay, because it's giving ignorance. Okay. And so after he said he wasn't about to celebrate me on my birthday, I said, well, what about Valentine's Day? Like, do you celebrate Valentine's Day and holidays and stuff like that? And he was just like, no. I said, so you have never purchased your wife a gift on Valentine's Day? He said, I mean, she had my kids. What? Now, mind y'all, I don't know who this person is because the person that I loved, I haven't talked to them since I was 24 years old. So we are now 40. So I'm thinking to myself, say, what now? Because you used to buy me birthday presents and Valentine's gifts. So what are you talking about? So he was like, no, I don't be getting nothing. She had my kids. We're good. And so I'm just steady listening to the ignorance that is him. And so then I said something about myself and I was basically like patting myself on the back. I forgot what exactly we were talking about. And he didn't like that. He didn't like that I was judging myself up. He wanted me to be downtrodden and he wanted me to be like Airris wants Jasmine. I'm so happy that you struggled through everything and you're so resilient. Like he did not like that I was big up in myself. He didn't like that at all. So as the conversation progressed, it was getting more and more ignorant. Okay. It was giving very much, I don't give a damn about women. But this is where it took the cake. So I said something and I referred to myself as a queen. And he was like, yeah, I don't believe in all that king and queen. I feel like you got to earn the title of a queen. I'm not going to just be going around calling you queen just for the sake of calling you queen. It don't work like that with me. You're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. And that right there is the reason why you are getting a divorce. So I get off the phone with him. I didn't get off the phone with him. I just hung up in his face, honey. Because one thing about me, I'm going to hang up in your face, honey. God is not through with me yet. So I get off the phone. He comes sending me a text me. I didn't mean to offend you. What did I say? What did I do that was wrong? Like, what's up? What's going on? I said, what's going on? I said, sir, I don't know exactly who you are or who this version of you is, but I don't like him. I like the man that I knew when I was 16 years old until 24. Like, I don't like this man. And I don't understand why you're acting this way. You don't want me to speak highly of myself. You tell me, oh, that's, you want to celebrate a birthday? That's silly. And oh, this is what he really offended me. He said, let me guess, you one of those, oh, it's Virgo season, and you want to have 3 and 4 parties and go to dinners and celebrate all week. That's for kids. I said, no, actually it ain't. Because I'm going to celebrate me if I don't do nothing else. So, so I don't know what you're talking about. So we talked a little bit through the text message where he was trying to redeem himself or whatever. But I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, no, it's not going to work out for me. And I see why the one thing that we did agree on though, and I told them this, is that I don't ever want to be married again. And I don't ever want to live with another man. He doesn't ever want to be married again. And he doesn't want to ever live with another woman. So we agreed on that. And I was thinking, okay, this is going well. And he, we were just talking and we had very similar views. So I was thinking, this is all good. But once he started saying, you got to earn the queen. You ain't no queen. And he was like, and he kept saying, oh, you one of those. Oh, you one of those. I'm a queen and I'm a this. And you got to be put on a pedestal. And you got to have 5 and 6 birthday parties. And you got to, I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Child, when I got off that phone, I said, baby, let me open up my Bible, honey, because what is going on here? So needless to say, I blocked him. And once I block you, baby, I'm unaccessible. You will never get another chance to converse with me. It don't work like that. So I blocked him and I have nothing else to say to him. Now, back to the friend that was going to go with me to New Orleans, who is not going to go with me to New Orleans. He another one that be like, yeah, you always talking about this and you always talking about that. And it's like they don't want you. I don't know if this is I don't know what this is, the Houston men or whatever. They do not want you to think highly of you. I don't get it. Like, I really do not get that. Like, he'll say things to me. Me and him have been like real cool friends since forever. And I have always kept him in the friend zone, which is where he's always gonna damn stay. And I was just talking to him and he just kept saying, I don't want to give you a big head. Because I was telling him, I said, I need to get me a dress and I'm going to look good. I was just saying stuff like that. And I was like, these curves going to be giving the zhuzh, honey. I've been fine since 1982. I would say stuff to him like that, but we're friends. And I talked to him like that. And he was like, yeah, you got a big head. And he was like, am I going to be able to get through the door with your inflated ego? How my ego inflated, dude? What are you even talking about? You've been knowing me since we were a kid. We've been knowing each other since 13 years old. I've been holding since 1982. Don't even play with it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But baby, And then this is the part that like really threw me off. Okay, that let me know, honey, you will never get out of the friend zone. I was talking to him and I was telling him my reasoning behind not wanting to live with another man or get married. So he's like, oh, so you just want a man to cheat on you. I said, so him not living with me means he's going to cheat on me? He was like, yeah. Why would he want to be in a relationship with you if y'all not going to live together? I said, so you mean to tell me when a man and a woman are in a relationship, they have to live together? What if you don't want to live together before you get married or this and that? I said, I'm not saying he can't spend a night. I can't spend a night. I have a small child. You're not living in the house with me. It's just not happening. And even after he ain't a small child, you're not living in the house with me. Now, I don't want to get into the specifics of why I don't want to live with nobody. I already done told them over on the Patreon and in the members, honey. I just don't want to live with no man. I just don't. Okay? I have been through too much and I'm good. I just don't want to do it. And he knows why I don't want to. So he proceeds to tell me that any man that I get is going to cheat on me because I don't want to live with them. And also, he said, I talk too much. He said, and you'll be talking too much. Well, why do you like me? Because my waist is small and my butt is big. That's why you like me? Because what do you like about me? Because you've been knowing me since we were kids and you know my heart. Like, what do you like about me? So yeah, child, these men is just, it's disgusting. It's just disgusting, honey. And that was the end of the story time, honey. That was really a story time. Like, what are you talking about? So I'm just telling y'all now, honey, when y'all get in a new relationship with a man, honey, according to the fools over here on this side, if y'all ain't living together, then he probably cheating on you. That's just stupid. I just couldn't believe he said that. I said, is this for real? And then after I get off the phone with him, I'm thinking, well, the soulmate don't feel like that. He's a good man, Savannah. That man told me, oh no, you got to earn to be a queen. You ain't just no queen just because you just woke up, you want to be a queen. I said, okay. Well, no, thank you. No, thank you. Psychological perspective said, no disrespect, but it's those Kevin Samuel followers, okay? They want you to be passive, broke, and dependent on them. Please invite me on your platform. Like, what? I just couldn't believe they were saying that kind of stuff. And that's your friend? Girl. But see, he's just mad, girl, because I won't pull him out of that friend zone. He's just mad. And it ain't never gonna happen. And he just keep on, hey, let me take you out. Let me just no. You ain't taking me nowhere. You ain't taking me nowhere, and that's just that on that. Like, what? Thank you, Sheila. I said the same thing. She said they can live with you and still cheat on you. That's exactly what I told them. I said, let me tell you something. My husband was coming home every night. Every night. And with the pros every day. It don't mean nothing. Ronnie said, well, he ain't gonna be a king neither. And there's no kingdom to show. Nothing. I was like, boy, go on, honey. Star C said, I will not date a man from Texas. They be want someone to live with and share the bills. Girl, that 50-50. Shout out to Gabrielle Union, honey. They gonna make sure you 50-50 all the way. All the way. And to each his own, because in this economy, I can't say that it's like, okay, the man pay all the bills or the woman pay all the bills. I can't say that I don't agree sometimes under certain circumstances. 50-50 is fine, but it's like these men that I have encountered, it's like, yeah, I'm just going to, because I had already said, I'm not bringing no man around my kid. None. It's not happening. You're not being introduced as an uncle. You're not being introduced as no friend. You're not being introduced as Junebug from down the street. I'm not bringing nobody around my kid. It ain't happening. I'll wait till he become an adult before I start dating whoever. Exactly, A. And it is scary out here. These men are giving Harry scary monster. Child, I ain't got time. Kelsey said, I thought he said you want to be the mama and the daddy. Oh, yeah, he did say that. He started talking about Mother's Day. And he was like, I hope you're not one of those. And I said, what is one of those? He said, one of those that say, I'm the mama and the daddy because you're a single mother. What? Because I'm a single mother? Are you serious right now? So you think your woman better than me? Let me tell you something. I'm not nobody's baby mama nothing, okay? I am someone's ex-wife, soon to be ex-wife, and I had a child with him. And if I do everything for said child on my damn own, then yes, I do feel like I contribute both factors. And stop asking me, am I one of those? Stop asking me that. Thank you for bringing that to my memory, Kelsey. You're absolutely right. He said, are you going to be one of those that's going to say you the mama and the daddy? He sure did. And I'm like, because I'm a single mother. I said, what's going on? Oh, baby, you all to the ignorant. I see why that woman leaving you. I think she left you. You want to sit down and get face to face because you think you're going to persuade me and manipulate me into believing that you left her, but honey, she left you. Judging from everything you're saying to me right now, she left you. And I see why. Your perspective is trash. To me, it's trash because I have never heard of such a thing. I think he was too, Nikki. I think he was too. But baby, that temperature check was him being blocked. So now you ain't never got to worry about me again. And now I don't even want to go because I don't want to go with the friend and I don't want to run into him. Like, I don't want to see none of y'all. Just go away. Ugh. Shayna said, when he's a baggage having single father at this point, girl, you better speak it. You better speak your speech because what are you even saying right now? Talking about are you one of those? But why you want to send one of those a Mother's Day present? Why you want to send one of those? I don't understand that. Boy, anywho, when they get a hold to you, granted you are fine and whatnot, but your personality sucks. And anybody that gets you, you need to go on back over there and get your wife, honey. You need to have a decision day, honey, and tell them you take it back. You want to stay married. You take it back. Maybe I should call Dr. Peppers and Pastor Calvin and had him come sit with you and your wife, child. I ain't got time to play with them. I said, she's like, do you need something? And I said, I just wanted to give you this envelope. And she said, for what? I said, when you used to work at the other grocery store or whatever, I didn't have money for my baby's diapers and you had paid for it, remember? And she was like, no, I don't remember that. I said, yeah, it was like $12 and my card wouldn't work. She's like, oh, yes, now I remember. You had that cute little baby. She was just, talking to me. And I was like, I just wanted to give you this. Baby, I put $500 in that envelope. I said, please take this. And she was like, because I was okay then. I was starting to get myself together. So she was like, she opened the envelope and she's like, why are you giving me so much money? What is this? I said, no. I said, ma'am, let me explain something to you. I was so fearful that I had to take my baby to that daycare with no diapers. I was going to be so embarrassed. I said, I just got a bonus because it was around Christmas time. I said, I just got a bonus and I just want to share it with you because the fact that you took this woman reached in her back pocket, pulled out her debit card and paid for them diapers. She could have made me get out of line. She could have been like, it ain't working. You know how they be kind of nasty a little bit. And when she was just like, oh, don't worry about it, baby. I got it. And she just paid for it. So I gave it to her or whatever. And she was just like, no, I can't accept it. And I'm like, no, you will accept it, child. I ran about that stuff. I was like, no, you gonna accept it, honey. So, and I had ended up like writing her a little note with the, with the money or whatever. And she's like, I don't want to take your whole bonus. But my bonus was $1,500. So it wasn't the whole bonus, but it's just that she blessed me so. I was embarrassed, y'all. Like I do not like to be embarrassed. The quickest way to piss me off is to embarrass me. So the fact that I was in the line was so long, y'all. It was so long. And I was just like, oh my God. And I had my baby like on my hip. And it was giving very much, child, Lifetime movie, honey. I don't know. It was giving a Tubi, honey. It was giving very much Tubi. And I'm standing here with the baby on the hip and no money. And I kept swiping and she kept trying to give me different alternatives. Just stick it in like this and put in a different code, child. She was really trying to help me. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I got the money in the car because, you always have like spare dollars and stuff in the car. And I was just thinking, because I had $7 in my purse. And I was just thinking, okay, I probably will have like something in my car. And maybe I could just make it work. Or I'll just get him some different kind of diapers and just see if I can make up the difference. Child, I was going through all kinds of stuff. When that lady blessed me, I'm never going to forget that lady. Her name is Gail. I will never forget this woman. Okay? And then when my channel get on, baby, I'm going to go back and bless Gail again because she still work at that same store, y'all. My baby is 8. My baby was like 8 months when she did that. He's 8. And she still work at that same store. She's still sweet. I speak to her all the time. And I was telling her, I was like, girl, I got me a YouTube channel and whatnot. And she was like, girl, you got a YouTube channel? I'm going to follow it. And she was like, I really don't watch reality shows, girl, but I watch it. And she's just so sweet, y'all. And I'm just never going to forget her. So, boy, F you. Talking about some just going to accept whatever you say accept. Boy, you better go to hell expeditiously. Okay? I'm talking about no accept. That's why when people be trying to really come down on Kenya about this divorce, baby, y'all have no idea. These men, now granted, she ain't standing in the line, can't buy her baby no diapers, honey. Kenya got the coin. But at the same time, they will just really keep doing whatever to hurt you. So that's why I'm not putting my mouth on her divorce. Baby, look, I'm going through the exact same thing. Just do what you're doing. Mark can go to hell, him and his nose ring and his earring and all his rings, honey. He can go to hell because I know what you're going through. People think that that's not a thing that can actually happen. They be like, well, how you going through a divorce longer than you married? Because she can. A divorce can take years. It can literally take years. Y'all, I wasn't even trying to get emotional on here, but baby, when I think about that day, every time I think about that day, I just break down because I was so afraid that I wasn't going to be able to have diapers for my baby. And I was just like, okay, I'm just going to call in. I already had in my mind, I'm like, if I can't get these diapers, I'm just going to call in because I'll just call my mama and my mama can bring my baby some diapers. And then he don't have to go to the daycare. I don't want them looking at me like I can't afford to take care of my kid. Mind you, I was already on a payment arrangement down to the daycare The daycare lady that owned the daycare, she was so sweet. And she was like, don't worry about it, baby. You can keep bringing him, but you're going to have to catch up. When I tell you I was so far behind, I owed them people $1,100. That lady let me bring my baby every single week. She never questioned me because they had like this policy that if you are a certain number of days behind, you cannot bring your child. That lady let me bring my baby every single day. She would tell them, she would leave them a note. Do not turn her away. I gave her permission to bring him. She's going to catch up. And as soon as I caught up, then the panorama happened. I caught up right around that time. And then they were like, everybody stay in the house. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I know some people were like, I don't want to stay in the house. When I tell y'all that was the best thing that ever happened to me, my life completely changed because I really couldn't afford daycare anyway. And the fact that they said stay in the house for 2 weeks, I'm like, that's 2 weeks I don't have to pay. Then 2 weeks turned into 3 years because then I decided, okay, he started school right during the panini, he started kindergarten. So that's no more daycare. And then I could set up things like for my sister to get him after school and this and that. And I'm like, yes. So I caught up. He didn't have to go to daycare anymore. And then he started school or whatever. And then I started my channel. And then I met all of y'all. And then, things started looking up. And now I'm still fighting for my damn life. But yeah, that daycare lady, she a blessing too, honey. And I still be, stopping by there just to speak. And I be, showing her how well spoken and how sweet my baby is. And it's all thanks to her taking great care of her, great care of him and just being good to me. Because she could have turned me away. I was struggling when I tell y'all I was holding on by a thread. Baby, I ain't had no money for this, that, and this enough. I ain't had money for nothing. Like nothing. And then finally, I was able to move out of that more expensive place that I couldn't afford. And then I moved into another place. And that's when YouTube started getting good to me, honey. And I was thinking, oh, honey, YouTube treating me right. Okay, let's get into it. Let me leave the school. YouTube was like, baby, you're not leaving that school. You're going right on back. So now I'm sitting here thinking about how I'm trying to pivot again because now, I'm starting to get nervous. Like the money ain't moneying. Okay. And I'm still paying this lawyer. Granted, I don't have no daycare, no diapers or nothing like that. But it's still a fear of me not having enough. So, yeah, YouTube was treating me right at first, y'all. They was treating me good, honey. Thank y'all for the super chats, Kadeem. Fight for your baby, Misha. You got God on your side. Thank you. Amen on that. Baby, I wish I would let him just do whatever. Betty said, you done made me cry. Now I need a glass of wine. Girl, me and you both. I did not think I was going to be doing all that, child. I should have got off this live. I should have got off this live. Hey, Scott, thank you for the super chat. Misha, girl, we know you for real, but we don't know you for real, but we love you. Thank you for sharing your heart. Thank y'all for listening, honey. Sometimes you just got to let it out. Angels, Misha, God is good. Thank you for the super chat. He sure is. Because, baby, when she pulled out that debit card, I ain't never going to forget that lady. Baby, that lady said, I'm wearing my jeans today. I'm going to have to bless her. Baby, she pulled that debit card out that back pocket and made my life complete. Sydney, thank you for the super chat. Quana said, best of luck in all you do. Keep fighting, sis. We got you. Thank you. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Honey, I done talked and whatnot. Child done told all my business, honey. Urban Biscuit, thank you for the super chat. I joined your Patreon. Love your content. Thank you. JRT, thank you for the super sticker. Nikisha said, she got me a super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker, Nikisha. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, but Sean, I'm gonna fight for my baby, honey. He ain't getting Okay, you wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym. Okay, everybody was telling me it was crazy to have an avatar to sit up and talk about a show. But guess what? 33,000 people say this is a good one. This is good. This is good to me, honey. So don't let people talk you out of your dream. Don't let people try to push you over. Advocate for your damn self. If they tell you no, then you say why. You need to ask questions. I don't let nobody tell me nothing. Not even doctors, honey. You tell me something, okay, GLD got it. I'm good. But what you say? Because baby, no. And the same thing kind of happened too when I would take my son to the doctor when I had to switch his pediatrician, honey. They was trying to unalive my child, honey. You gotta advocate for yourself, advocate for your kids. Don't just let people push you over. Yes, it's easier to surrender and just go on, let bygones be bygones so you can move on. But no, sometimes you got to fight. Sometimes you got to fight. And I'm not going down without a fight. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't care what's going on. I'm not going down without a fight. So every time I think, well, I'm tired today, I just really don't feel like doing no reviews, I think about how I couldn't afford them diapers. And child, it's a lot of other stuff besides the diapers, honey. That's a lie for a Saturday night or something. But yeah, I just be thinking, girl, you better do that review. Girl, what? You better talk to them people. Girl, okay, you went to court today and you got to just pull yourself together. You went to court, but you all right? I really have to pull myself out. Thank you, Dollface, for the super chat. Thank you. Wish you all the best. Thank you, Ronnie, for the super sticker. Thank you, Mrs. Smith, for the super sticker. Yeah, advocate for yourself, honey. Don't just let people just tell you whatever, because the younger me, I used to just like things to just go away. I don't care how they go away, just as long as they go away. And, I don't care how you get there. Just get there if you can, honey. Just hurry up and get there. But now, I'm like, this don't sound right to me. I'm supposed to give him what? No, I couldn't afford diapers. Send it back. I don't agree. He said he want how many days? He not getting that many days. No, that's not going to work. Child, I'll be in there fight. My attorney probably can't stand me because he really just want to be done with me, baby. But you can go because it's always somebody else willing to take all my money. So you can really go, child. I ain't got time. Advocate sue. Absolutely. I'm not about to play. CC, goodbye. Good day, child. Maisha said TSU has a family law clinic that may be able to help with free legal aid. Oh, I need to check that out. But see, you know what I be thinking? Sometimes I feel like when you do free legal aid and stuff like that, they don't really be wanting to work for you. I don't know. I just feel like free equals I'm going to have to take whatever he say take, and I don't want to do that. Like, I really don't want to do that. I want to do what I want to do. And I don't think I should just say whatever, take whatever. Because he been pulling these stunts and shows for years now. That's crazy. Honey 4112,002 said, Misha, you got me popping the cork on this bottle of wine, reminiscing. Girl, look, we're gonna have to have a good old Saturday Night Live. Maybe this Saturday. Let me see what's going on, because y'all know I don't watch that Huntsville show, child. So maybe we'll have a live this Saturday night and just get into it, honey. Because child, when I tell y'all, it done been a struggle, child. That's why I just stay in my lane and I don't be bothering nobody, honey, because I don't want nobody to mess up my whatnot, honey. Anybody got time? No life without music. Thank you for the super chat. I know that's right. My son asked me the other day, now that I see your name, not the other day, I think it was today. He was like, Mama, you know so many songs. And I was just like, yeah, I just love music. That literally gets me through. Laughter, music, and food. I need those three things. That's why I can always correlate a song to a show or anything I'm reviewing. I love music, every genre of music. It's not like I just love hip hop. I just love R&B. I love every single genre of music. And baby, if you say something that's gonna make me think, I'm gonna sing in the middle of that review. I'm just gonna have to do it. I'm just gonna do it. I can't help myself, y'all. I really be trying to stop myself because I'm like, these people did not come over here for no musical, girl. Stop all that singing. But I just can't help it. If the song fits. Okay? If the song fits. Esther said they work harder, in my opinion. You think so? Okay, I don't know. Okay, so you might be right. I don't know. Mrs. D said, I have a friend whose ex did the same thing to her. Girl, they will drag you through the mud. Do you hear me? Jessica said, free equals overworked. I know. I feel bad. You know who I'm talking about, Lanita? She said, yes, the TikTok lady be on it, baby. She don't play. And she be letting it be known. Okay? She be letting it be known. Yeah, He said he don't want to pay what? Okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to get it for you. D said, I'm so sick of cheating crazy men getting favor from the courts. And you know what's so crazy is, oh yeah, I'm going to say that for Saturday, y'all, because if y'all hear the story about the pregnancy, because, I even had to have a conversation with my mama. She kind of threw me off a little bit because, I'm going to speak my speech, honey, no matter who it is. But we were talking about men going to doctor's appointments with women, right? And she was saying how it doesn't matter if they go to the doctor's appointments. And I had to stop her right there. I said, let me tell you something. Do you know how embarrassed and bad I felt going to every single doctor's appointment by myself with a husband? Yes, granted, sometimes they have to work or whatever, so they can't go to every single one. But in the middle of all that I was going through, he didn't show up one time. That was disappointing to me. Like, there's a backstory to why we were having this conversation, and I'll say that for another day. But she was basically like saying it don't matter if they go or not. And I'm like, yes, it does matter. Because I was sitting up here looking at everybody else with their person, and I'm just sitting up here by myself staring on my phone, scrolling through Instagram. While they call my name, and you know they're gonna look at me like a statistic as soon as I walk through the door. They looking like, here comes another baby mama. You know how they be. And I know that's what they was looking at when they saw me come through the door. And I had to constantly say, my husband had to work. I had to make sure my ring was pointing upright. So they knew I had a husband who didn't care nothing about me. He hated me. But I wasn't finna let them know he hated me. Because you already got in your mind what you feel about me. And that's why I had to end up switching my OBGYN too. Because, child, I went to the doctor. Child, I got to get off this live. Okay, I really got to get off this live, honey. Y'all be having me talking. I went to the doctor. And so the lady, she comes in and she gave me, because I didn't know, okay, this was my first pregnancy. I didn't know about choosing the person that's going to deliver and this and that. I ain't know nothing about that. So I went to like 5 or 6 appointments, and I'm going through with this same doctor. And she was not a Black doctor. And I remember her saying to me one day, are you going to have a support at the delivery? And I'm thinking to myself, what is she talking about? I said, I don't understand. I said, what do you mean, am I going to have a support at the delivery? She said, who's going to come with you to the delivery? I said, his father, my husband. She said, I had no idea you were married. Ma'am, you can look at my finger and see that I am married. She said, I've never seen him. I said, oh, okay. Well, I am married. And she goes, oh, okay, that's nice. So he should be there. I said, I have to go to the restroom. She said, oh, yeah, it's fine. Baby, when I tell y'all I got in that parking garage, I will leave a place. I will leave a place. I left her ass sitting right in that doctor's office, honey. They sent me a bill and everything. Honey, I don't care nothing about that. Then I found this beautiful Black doctor, and she treated me with so much respect. She really got in my face one day because I was telling her I didn't want to do something. I can't remember what it was. And I'm anemic, so I had to take like iron pills and all this other kind of stuff, child. And that lady got in my face and she said, no, I'm not asking you to do it. I'm telling you that that's what we're going to do for the health of your baby. We're going to do that. And I mean, she was talking to me like she was my mama, honey. She ain't play no games with me. Do you hear me? And baby, one day I ended up running to her inside of a restaurant. This was after I had my baby. She was still very kind, very sweet. When I had my son, when I delivered my son, I was surrounded by nothing but the best. Do you hear me? This doctor came in with her team of all Black everything, honey, dressed in all Black like the Omen. There was a Black anesthesiologist. They were answering all the questions. She came in with a team of people, honey, giving very much Dr. Jackie over on Married to Medicine. She was not playing, and they respected her. And when I tell you, I only pushed 4 times and my son flew the hell out. And after that, she was like, you're all done. And she dressed for success. Baby, she came in to deliver the baby wearing red bottoms. I'm never going to forget that. I'm never going to forget. That lady is a force to be reckoned with. She really is. Her name is Dr. Brown. That lady is the best OBGYN in Houston. When I tell you, she took excellent care of me. She made sure I came every week for my stress test because I was high risk and I was having all kinds of complications. She made sure that she referred me to everybody that she could refer me to. Baby, if they said no, she got on the phone and called somebody who knew somebody who was going to tell somebody. And she did that for every one of her patients. Every one of them. And then the crazy part is my baby was supposed to be delivered like a week before, after it actually came, because he came early. She was on her way to a vacation. I don't know where she was going or whatever. And I was going into labor. And she was supposed to leave the night that I had my baby. She still showed up. She ended up going to the vacation like 3 days after because she stayed with me through my hospital stay. She came over to check everything out. She came in to check on me. And then after she did that, she ended up going on her vacation. So when I saw her after my son had turned maybe like 9 months, because you go back, you have your checkups, they make sure everything's everything with you. And yeah, she was just good. She was so good. Yeah, the lady told me, are you going to have a support system? Ma'am, go to hell. Are you going to have a support system when I get through dotting your eye? Child, when I get through dotting your eye, you going to have a support system to pick you the hell up? Child, I ain't got time to play with this lady. I said, yes, ma'am, I'm going to have one. He's my husband. She was like, oh my God, you're married? Like, she was so shocked. She said, you're married? What? Oh my God, I've never seen him with you. I said, yeah, he's invisible. He's an invisible jerk, but he's married to me nonetheless. And he coming. Okay. Like, don't ask me, am I gonna have no support system? I gotta go to the restroom and I'm leaving. Child, I will ghost you in a second. I'm like, I gotta go. So I get in the car and I call my mama. I'm like, yeah, I had to leave this lady. She was like, girl, you just left. I said, yes, I did. No, you can't do that. I said, why I can't? She gonna ask me, am I gonna have a support system? So my mom was like, oh, yeah, she definitely getting ignorant. I'm like, oh, yeah, she getting real ignorant. So therefore, and thus and such, I'm going to have to leave, honey. And that's exactly what I did. She was like, you can't never go back over there. Okay. Okay. I'm never going to go back over there. Never. You ain't got to worry about me. You do not got to worry about me. I'm never going back to that lady. That lady can go to hell, honey. I'm like, no, I'm not going. You ain't got to worry about it. I ain't going back over there, and never the two shall meet. And that was just that on that. Yeah, that's what my mama told me to do. She said to submit a complaint. She was like, why don't you make sure you submit a complaint or whatever. And her office is in Sugarland, right? If you're from Houston, you know what Sugarland is, honey. The peoples with the monies be over in Sugarland area. And so, she think because she in Sugarland, child, she done got some wayward woman to come up in here that ain't got nobody and ain't nothing and then got knocked up at the bus stop, honey. I don't know what she thought was going on. Baby, it wasn't finna go on with me. Because when she looked at me and said, are you going to have a support system? I was very much offended, honey. And I can hear and smell and feel the microaggressions all up and through. So therefore, and thus and such, I'm going to have to get the hell up and leave up out of here before I go off. And then another thing too, I should have known something was wrong because she kept saying to me, are you paying through Medicaid or do you have private insurance? And I'm thinking, why does she keep asking me that? Now, don't get me wrong. I will take every free resource under the sun. Okay. Back then I would, but I had insurance through my job. And she kept asking me that. And I was like, why does she ask me that? Baby, I don't have to talk to you about that. The lady at the front has already taken care of that. Why do you keep asking me that question? She asked me that. And then one day she was having a conversation with me and I began to tell her how I was a teacher. And she goes, yeah, they really should pay you guys more, and it's so good to have, more of you out there teaching, more of you out there teaching. And I asked her, I said, what is more of you out there teaching? She said, I was talking to my friend and she was telling me how there are not a lot of Black teachers. I said, oh, really? Was she? Oh, wow. She's like, what do you teach? You teach the pre-Ks, the kindergartners? Oh, the kids that I can teach the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. Actually, no, I don't. I teach honors English. And anything else going on, I teach creative writing. What do you do? What are your credentials? Girl, don't play with me. Honey, I am sharpening young minds every damn day. I could probably teach you a thing or two. Girl, don't play. I said, no, I don't. I don't teach the kinders. No, I don't. Oh, you don't teach the pre-K kids? They're so cute. I'm thinking to myself, I could kick this lady in the head. But I'm finna get up out of here because this woman finna piss me off and telling this story. Child, I'm like, ma'am, you are really playing on my top right now. And I'm really finna get pissed. I should have said, ma'am, please stop. Just stop. Like, I just really don't have no time. And I did write a review about her though. Because you know how you can write a review about the doctor and whatnot. And I wrote a review and I told, everybody, if you look like me, okay, and if your name is hard to pronounce, and you might not want to go to her because she's going to ask you if you have a support system and, what kind of public assistance do you get? And did you get off on the bus stop? How did you get all the way over here to Sugarland? How did you know about this side of town? I mean, she just really was treating me with the utmost disrespect. She really was treating me like trash. And I'm thinking to myself, ma'am, I am 1 second away from falling the hell apart. Please treat me with kindness. Okay, I got a man that can't stand me. I'm pregnant. The one thing that I have wished for all of my life has now come true, and I'm falling apart on the inside. I am being emotionally abused, honey, on top of a pitch of physical abuse. I would really appreciate it if you would not make me feel bad and less than right now. And every time that woman talked to me, I wanted to scream. And the final straw was when she asked me about that support system. I got up and I walked up out of there and I just couldn't take no more. And I stopped by that front desk when I was leaving out. And I told that lady, I said, I don't know how you work for her. Because it was a black lady in the front that, take your payment and check you in and all that kind of stuff. I said, ma'am, I don't know how you work for her. I wish you all the best. She just started laughing. I said, no, seriously. Good luck and Godspeed. Honey, I got to get the hell up out of here. Child, I got in my car. I think I was on 2 wheels. Skirt. Baby, but I did think the police was going to come out. I always be doing stuff. I be doing stuff and then thinking I'm going to get in trouble. I'm like, oh, the cops going to get me. Oh, honey. Because my mama had me thinking the cops was going to get me, child. You can't call that lady for nothing. When I tell y'all my nervous system was so bad, child, I'm going 20 on the freeway. I'm like, let me just go, just as slow as possible, just in case they pull me over for running up out that doctor's office. Oh, child, I was so afraid. I was so afraid, y'all. I said, oh, no, her name was not Catherine, child. I don't even remember her name, to be honest with you. I really don't. I don't want to lie to you. I don't remember her name. Oh, silly heifer. I'm like, girl, not the support system. If you don't shut up. Anywho, y'all, I'm going to get up off this live. Listen, y'all done made me get all emotional and whatnot. I wasn't supposed to be doing all that. I was just supposed to be telling y'all about the people that said no on decision day. What's wrong with y'all? Look, how am I blaming on y'all? Look, now I'm gaslighting y'all. Here I go. Y'all don't love y'allself, okay? Y'all need to have more self-love so y'all can help me have more self-love. I'm going to start being like Airris. But no, in all seriousness though, y'all, thank y'all for listening to me. Because, honey, I don't know how this took a turn and whatnot. So now I got to make sure I put chapters so the people don't get alarmed because they're going to be like, wait a minute, what is this? What did I stumble upon? I was just coming here for the review. Like, what? It's okay. We're crying. We don't have money for diapers. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Okay, so the bottom line is this. Chris and Nicole are yes. Airris and Jasmine are no. Gina and Clint are no. And Shaquille, Kirsten, and Kirsten's vocals are half yes and a half clown suit. Okay, so we don't know. It's to be continued. But like I said, it all falls on Kirsten and the vocals. Kirsten, if you get a no, you brought it on yourself. Okay, because you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to sing. You didn't have to sing. It didn't make no sense. Shaquille, you need to be held accountable because you shouldn't have asked Kirsten to sing. Airris, good luck back in the streets. The streets welcome you with open arms. Now you can go find you a swagged out sneakerhead. Jasmine, I'm so happy for you, girl. I'm so proud of you. Shout out to Drake. Nicole and Chris. Nicole, you look so pretty. I just cannot get over how pretty you looked. Your hair was giving the zhuzh. Your dress was giving the zhuzh. How you just look all to the good. Gina, let Clint have that dog, girl. You ain't got time for that dog. You trying to be down to the salon, trying to get your Vidal Sassoon on or your Jerseylicious. Y'all remember the show Jerseylicious? And they were in that salon always fighting and hooping and hollering with the big hair. I used to love Jerseylicious. But anyway, you trying to get all your stuff on, so you really ain't got time and whatnot. And that's it. That's it. That's all. And that's the end of the live. That's the end of the live. Thank y'all for the super chats and the Cashapp. And thank y'all for listening to me. I really wasn't trying to put y'all in my business like that. But then the question was asked to me about why the divorce was taking so long. And then it took me here, it took me there, it took me everywhere. Then, and I have had a bad week. And I just had to let it on out, y'all. So, I mean, sometimes it bees like that. But I will catch y'all on the flip side. Hopefully we can do a live on Saturday where we just talk about whatever. Yeah, just talk about whatever. And like I said, I will catch y'all on the flip side. Check out my other reviews. Tomorrow night, the Bell Collective is coming back. Do not forget to watch the video, honey. Search for it. Whatever you got to do. I don't know what you got to do. Just please search for it. Bell Collective is back. Young, Rich, and African is back. Put a Ring on It is still here, but it's going to be the season finale on Saturday. It's a nothing. I mean, I'm going to try to do the live, but I don't have any reviews on Saturday. I still need to put out Couples Retreat because I thought I did, but I didn't. Sunday is Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Summer House comes out on Tuesdays. And yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend. And I will catch y'all on the flip side. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace. Night, night, y'all.